afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. Round 2 of the Masters going on right now down at Augusta National. Your leaders, Sam Burns and Roy McIlroy, they both shot first round 5 under pars. They tee off at 12:30 and 1:45 here, respectively. Your leader on the course right now, Sung J M, he's -4 on his round 2. That puts him at even par through the tournament. The Cincinnati Reds return home to start a series with the Los Angeles Angels at 6:45 this evening. Chase Burns heads to the mound for the Reds. You can catch that one on the Fans HD3 beginning at 6:15. The Cleveland Guardians are down in Atlanta to start a series with the Braves at 7:15. Slade Ciccone versus Bryce Elder, the pitching matchup. This one's sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling, together to serve you better. Scheduled today at thewaterworks.com. Breaking sports news as it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
So where's the office, back at Division? Yeah, in the office, baby. Going up.
All right, here we go. Woo. So much to talk about, so little time. Actually, we have 3 hours. Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, and the Loose Cannon. Feels good to be with you guys on a Friday. We got a great menu for you. How you doing over there?
Yeah, man. What up? What up? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. It's as you mentioned, we're going into a action-packed weekend. We're supposed to be getting some nice weather this weekend. I know Sunday's looking real nice. Maybe mid-70s to high 70s and some sunshine. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty nice as well. So, yeah, man, all good in the hood over here. How you feeling, brother?
It's good. I mean, I'll be parked in front of a television for about 5.5 hours.
Hey,
but
I don't blame you.
So
I don't blame you. This is your weekend.
The sun, whatever it's going to be.
Just crack the blinds.
Actually pull for a Matty Ice and just get some
the blackout blinds
in here.
Yeah, the blackout blinds are the best. It's a win, especially
burn one of those
for napping, like a midday nap. You need the blackout blinds. That'll set the tone. That'll set the tone.
You're not wearing a sleep mask, are you?
I can't do that. I can't do a sleep mask.
Black mask.
Yeah, I can't do that. There's something about that being on my eyes, like feeling that just feels odd. That feels odd. I can't. No, I'm good on that. Just like when I'm on a plane, I can't have like the thing around your neck either. It's uncomfortable.
It's overrated. There's something about it. I bought one of those.
Yeah.
And I dragged it on a plane, and you know what? It didn't do anything for me.
I just lean my head back and fall asleep. I can fall asleep on every plane.
Yeah, that's that. I don't know about that. I have to if I'm going to fall asleep, I got to have a window seat, and I got to be leaning into the window. And
what about some turbulence?
The old
look like a bobblehead on that thing.
Fine. Knock you out. All right. Here's what we got for you today. So we'll do overs and unders this hour, as always. We'll have some Big Ten football talk with our friend Howard Griffith in the second hour from BTN. We will dip into the Jackets here and find out life support situation with Bob McGilligan, voice of the Jackets, at 2 o'clock. We'll toss our usual chin music on a Friday with our boy J. Lou, host of VSiN by the Books and MLB Network Radio, and get his take on the start with the Reds and the Guards and a lot more. We'll get into the Masters, but listen, there's not much to say about the Jackets season right now. It's hanging by a thread would probably be doing it maybe more than it's worth. You asked me what it's going to take. You got to win 3 and pray. Probably. That's really what's going to happen. Am I surprised that they lost by that score last night? Yes. I don't think the score indicated how they played. What that's worth? 0. Nothing. It's only worth it maybe you can drag yourself to Montreal and feel like, let's go play some hockey and try to win a game. Even though Montreal's playing really well and they're fighting for a 1, and that's a tough place to play, and that's going to be tough. You get a back-to-back with Boston. Let's just go on the hypothetical that they pull off the miracle and beat Montreal. And maybe it's not a miracle, but you know what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. So they win that game, and they come back with Boston. Boston's a game you handed away not long ago. Just hand it away. And by the way, since they're the latest, I usually don't go all the way back. I don't go all the way back to the Islanders game and say, oh, well, they would have won that one way, but 3 months ago. I don't usually do that. Where I go is like the latest ones. And I do feel like if I'm thinking back to San Jose, like even if you get a point out of that and you beat Boston with a 3-0 lead in the third, that's 3 points. 3 points right now puts you in, like you feel like you're going to get in. And so they're not thinking about that. There's nothing they can do about those games. And they did not play poorly last night. Like, I at least want to get that out there. They didn't. I don't want to, people who didn't watch the game that saw the score go, oh, my God. They didn't even show up.
It wasn't the case.
That's a 1-0 game with 13 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah.
Here's where I thought they'd be okay. Not that Buffalo's a good team. Buffalo had their third-string rookie goalie on a back-to-back. That's a game you feel if you go in and play well, you probably win. This is what happens to teams when they get into losing skids. Why does it happen? They can't put the biscuit in the basket. It doesn't mean that they're not shooting. It doesn't mean that they're missing the broadside of a barn. It means they just can't crack the seal. And that's what's going on. And everybody goes under the microscope when this happens. Marchie's in a slump. Fantilli hits a post. Like, this is who they are right now. They have 3 games left, and they didn't play poorly last night. There's nothing to say. This is a horrible time to have a losing streak. If they would have filtered in a couple wins, but ifs and nuts, we know all about it. They are not mathematically eliminated. I thought they'd get a little more bump off the way they beat Detroit. I thought they played well. They didn't win. It doesn't matter. When Bones was asked about it, it was more of, I think Jody asked him after the game, boy, are the guys frustrated? And he's like, we don't have time to be frustrated. Like, because even if we are, you got to flush it. Like, you're playing Saturday at Montreal. So they're going to have more. They have more points than they had last year. They're going to have more points, and they probably won't get in. And this is a team that has 90 points right now. Is that right? 90 points. And they had 89 a year ago and missed by next to nothing. And this was Las Vegas told us this was an 84.5-point hockey team this year.
Hit the over.
They've actually exceeded expectations. But I said to you before, when they went on that miraculous run, and they went from could to should.
The goalpost moved.
It changed everything.
100% it did. Last night watching that game, and it wasn't for a lack of peppering their goalie, to your point. You got a rookie in net.
A good peppering.
You light him up,
good
AR.
Rogering.
For 37 shots in the game and 14 in the second period. And it just doesn't break your way.
Yeah. Who knew Colton Ellis was going to be Dominic Hasek?
That was the period. Watching the game, I'm like, okay, they're buzzing around. There's good energy. They're moving the puck around. All that good stuff. And for whatever reason, they just couldn't catch a break. And so that's just been the unfortunate part of this run, is that we've been talking game after game after game and questioning where's the offense going to come from. And it's just hard for them to find any of it right now. And you mentioned Marchie and him being in a slump. We know how important he is to this equation. Injuries or not, there's always going to be pressure on him to be the guy. They need him to be that guy, and it's just unfortunate the timing of his slump because it's not a lack of skill. We know how good he is. We've seen it over the last couple of seasons, how effective he can be as an offensive player. But that was a period for me, AR. Coming out of the game last night, just that what if? What if you could have caught a couple more breaks in that one, and then we know what happened there in the third period, and they just kind of ran away with it there. So, yes, obviously the scoreboard was ugly. Rick Bowness, after the game, talked about some of the things that he liked, and I think...
What would you like to hear from Slick Rick?
Whatever you got over there, DJ. Just anything on the...
You ask the question, and I'll see if he has the answer.
Did he like anything about the effort from the guys? Because I know he's thrown out some comments about maybe some guys doing their own thing here and there throughout. Get anything like that from Slick Rick? Is he feeling like guys are on?
Ask it like like he's sitting here.
Coach, Matty Ice here from 97.1 The Fan.
I like how you
here
an accredited media member.
Yeah, those sports bras your players are wearing under their sweaters, learning from my boy TLC. Did you like the effort and focus from your players last night?
Good. I mean, listen, we play like that again on Saturday, we'll be fine. Their goalie stole the game for them tonight. That was all us in the second period. He hit a couple of goal posts. You get that many chances, you think the puck's going to go in. It didn't go in for us tonight. They're a great hockey club over there. They didn't need many chances to score. But again, you have to give their goalie all the credit in the world. Like, we were fighting until that second period was one of the best periods we played all year. And we came out of it with nothing to show for us. So if we play like that again on Saturday, we'll be fine.
Fine, I don't know. Here's what I would say to Rick. If you play like that again, you might get the same result again. And you know why? Because nothing was going in. What he's saying is that they're due, that you can't just keep throwing that much at it and not get a result. That's where he is right now. And I have no problem with him. What's he going to do? Light his team on fire, especially if he thought they played well? Like, there's no time. That's the issue. Is they have to play the last three. They're in a vacuum now. Like, they are now a team like, we're not a big picture team anymore. There's nobody's asking questions about, do you have time to get this right or that right, or he's not playing. No, this is game by game. You'll take the ugliest wins you can get. Not that they want to play ugly. So he's not, the big picture questions don't have to be asked anymore. And the guys are all going to say the right thing. We're not mathematically eliminated. We still have a chance. And the scoreboard was not too good for them last night, but the Flyers at least lost. Like, that was one. And now they got to worry about the Islanders, who are a point ahead of them, same amount of games played. They still own the tiebreaker over Philly. Like, I'm not trying to paint like some rosy picture. I'm just trying to illustrate that they're not done.
It's not they're not completely cooked just yet. I don't mind his tone or message after that game last night. I really don't, because at this point, I'm sure he's already gone through in the locker room getting after guys or kicking a cooler or whatever we see coaches do to try to spark guys. Like, sometimes in baseball, you'll see a manager get thrown out because he feels like, hey, I just need to infuse any type of energy to get the guys going. I would not be surprised if that's happened behind the scenes already.
Can a robot throw a real human out of a game? Because if we ever get to robot on, that's the only reason I didn't want.
Some of those robots I remember watching in iRobot, you get some of those out there. Yeah, they're throwing some dudes out of the club.
They may not want to argue if they got those kind out there.
For sure, but I think there are certain cards you have to play as a coach and realize that sometimes I got to light guys up. Sometimes I got to soften my message, and he knows that his players know what's going on. So yelling at the top of his lungs or because sometimes coaches as well will send a message to their teams or the media.
Guy.
He doesn't need to be that guy. These guys know that they're up against it. We had Fabro on this past week, this on Wednesday on Hockey and Hounds. And I asked him about the players-only meeting. He let us know, without identifying exactly who said what, that the leaders of the team have set a tone already and identified where they are. And so these guys know what time it is, and it's a pressure-packed situation. And, of course, they're all feeling that the same way the fans are feeling that at the moment. This is a results-based business, and unfortunately, some of the results, especially in the offensive end, are just not there. And just fingers crossed that they can find it and maybe catch some luck.
All right, let's take the Rothman Ice slush fund. We'll take $100 out of it, and I'll ask you guys right now. We'll see who's closer. If you bet the Jackets right now to make the playoffs, what are we getting back on our $100?
I'm going to let TLC go because I'm going to hit him with his own medicine on this right here. I'm going to let him go first.
You get $100. What are we getting back, including our 100? We get our 100 back plus. Okay. Add that together. What are we getting if we bet them today to make the playoffs?
1,200.
Okay, Maddie?
1,201. Oh, man.
Oh, you guys are way high, by the way. They're not 12 to 1.
You can shave the playoff beer. This team's done.
Not yet. So.
Oh, no, I didn't think about that. That's maybe the most heartbreak I'm going to get.
That was it. That was the line.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was gold medal for the USA. They won. Then I said to you guys, playoff beard is working. Might as well continue.
I don't think I'm ready for Babyface AR to come back.
Babyface. All right. Yeah, I was just sick of getting carded.
What was the answer?
4-1. They're 4-1.
Wow.
We get 500 back. Okay. Now, here's another bet for you. What if you decided to bet them not to make the playoffs? What are we winning?
TLC.
Okay, so this
We
is
take $100 right now, and we bet them to not make the playoffs.
math on
What are we
Friday
getting
start.
back?
okay. I think I can math this down to a certain range.
How much are we winning?
I'm saying we are only winning $13.09.
Okay, Maddie, what do you think?
I'm going to go, we're going to win $13.10.
You went a penny higher?
Yeah.
Give it to my boy.
There we go. There we go.
Some people would say this is free money. You'd win $16.67 on your, that's profit.
It is. It is.
You want to risk it?
No.
It's a free $16.67.
I'm not feeling good, man.
Maybe you can go to a movie by yourself.
I don't even know if they get your popcorn anymore.
All right, we're coming back. The Masters. We'll update you. And guess what? Nobody is safe, even when you're not playing. Details on that next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Aetna has been my lifesaver. Easy to understand, and if not, customer service is always there to help.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We show up for you because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Does your Ford need service? At the Capital Ford of Columbus Service Department, our factory-trained technicians use genuine Ford Motor Company parts to keep your vehicle built Ford tough. Get your vehicle serviced right the first time at Capital Ford of Columbus in Whitehall.
Family owned and operated. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Here's something you don't hear admitted very often. When you run a business with your family, you don't always get along with them. We argue, we debate, we have real conversations about the decisions that we make. But at Care, every conversation comes back to our priorities, doing right by our employees and our customers. Because when you treat your team like family, they take better care of the families they serve. And when you treat your customers the way you want your own family treated, trust follows. That mindset doesn't always maximize short-term profits, but it builds something better, long-term relationships. Today, more and more local companies are being bought by venture capital firms, where maximizing profits often leads to a sales-first mentality. Care is still family-owned and locally operated, so we can keep people, not profits, at the center of every decision. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
When you are a member of Tel-Ohio, your money works harder for you. Lock in 4% APY on a 24-month CD and watch your savings grow with a credit union built for its members. Visit telohio.org to learn more.
Federally insured by NCUA. Membership open to anyone in Ohio. Restrictions apply.
The new Chicken and Cheddar Rancher is here at Firehouse Subs. Protein packed with grilled chicken breast, crispy bacon, melted cheddar, and creamy buttermilk ranch. A trusted favorite elevated Firehouse Subs style. Grab the new Chicken and Cheddar Rancher today. And remember, Firehouse Subs catering is perfect to feed your team for any game day event. Visit the restaurant or skip the line and order through the Firehouse Subs app. You'll be thankful you did. Only at Firehouse Subs at participating U.S. restaurants.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or give us a call and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Tee to Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, we'll talk Masters with PGA professional Paul Hollenbaugh. Plus, we'll head down to Augusta with SI.com's Bob Harrigan.
Tee to Green with Skip Mosick. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny skies with increasing clouds throughout the day and a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon and early evening. Daytime highs will soar with breezy winds into the mid-70s, and then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the 40s. For Saturday, more sunshine in the forecast, but cooler with daytime highs topping out in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Tinley.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan. Want to jinx your favorite sports team?
Please get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up.
Just ask Maddie to print your shirts. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
I'll do more on the Jackets with our guy Bob McGilligan at 2 o'clock. Don't miss that. Welcome to the chase, boys. Not easy. Start thinking about all the what ifs. All right, so a little bit of a golf update for you at the Masters. So McIlroy and Burns haven't gone off yet. They will. Wyndham Clark, who's won a major, is 4 under through 16. He's having a very good day today. And we've got Justin Rose, who's 2 under through 8. Koepka's 2 under through 8. It's a good leaderboard. Spieth is 1 under. So, barring some collapse. Scheffler actually started out great. Actually started out okay, and then he's gone bogey. So, he's back to even par. But I don't think anybody's going to run away. And I heard something today which really bothered me. That I was listening to some stuff from the Masters, and they were talking about how, like, the Masters are going to love this leaderboard and how great it is with all these guys like McIlroy trying to defend and all these guys. Scheffler's back in there, and they were like, I wonder if they're going to like back off the toughness a little bit, and they want to make sure that this leaderboard stays good.
When you mean by back off the toughness, like the course?
Yeah,
like the pins?
Like that, and maybe water the greens a little more. And I'm like, what are we manipulating anything for? They got the most beautiful weather. It's going to be dry and fast. If you hit the ball straight, it's like an airport runway. You're going to get rewarded for it. The greens are glass. There's no rough there. The only defense they have are the greens. And then the decision-making on the back, par's a good score on a few holes on the back, 10, 11, 12. Like, par's a very good score. And, you start getting to some of the holes on the back where you can maybe go after the par fives if you hit a good drive. Like, the course is the course. This is what you wanted. I couldn't believe that you would manipulate anything. First of all, it'd be the same for everybody. So, yeah, some guys are better than most, but to try to keep the leaders where they are, or keep these guys like the big names up there.
I like to live in the world of the big names, the big teams playing for the biggest prizes, but I would not be in favor of that.
Yeah.
Like, these guys got to earn it. Like, that to me is the world I would like to live in. And so, yeah, of course, waking up on Sunday morning and seeing Rory and Scotty or, I don't know, Jason Day or Jordan Spieth or a lot of these big names up there, of course that would be great. But if we found out, they watered down the greens and all that stuff for these guys just for that, I'd be like, that's a joke.
First of all, now the Masters has never been like the U.S. Open. They're not trying to, quote, protect par. That's not really, I don't think they truly care if somebody finishes 11 under, 13 under. Like, it's.
And then that's two different parties, right? Because you're talking about the tour and the people at the Masters and then the networks. Like, the networks clearly would, they may be in favor of that, right? Getting people to the TV on Saturday and Sunday because of the big names. But I don't think the tour nor everybody that's running Augusta down there should lean into that at all. That's bananas.
Two updates for you, all right?
Yeah.
So Robert McIntyre kind of burst on the scene from Scotland not that long ago, and he's going to face a little disciplinary action. I don't even know what that is at the Masters. So he was caught flipping off I don't know what or who. He made a quadruple bogey at 15. So he made a 9, and he hit his approach into the pond in the front. His troubles really didn't end there. He took a penalty drop. He dumped his next shot in the drink, and
so
he eventually made a 9. All right. So he shot an 80.
Yeah.
And I guess they spotted him just throwing up the middle finger, I'm assuming as a gesture to an inanimate object, meaning the course, the hole, the green, I'm through with you.
It's being described as the gesture was directed towards the 15th green.
Was it on TV?
I have not seen this. I've just seen the reports. I haven't seen video of this yet.
That'd be the only reason that you would catch him, is if he was on the Masters.com and they were streaming and they did a close-up after he made it. I didn't see it either. So it was weird. He played well last week. He was expected to be a contender anyway. He's not going to make the cut.
What will you think? Because I'm trying to think of like some fun disciplinary things that we could throw at him. Like if you're running the tour, or like you're taking the putter away from him the rest of the week. Like,
I don't think you can take a club away.
Putt with a wedge or a wood or
tin cup this
or
thing.
Something like that. Like what should the punishment be? That would be like entertaining to watch.
Oh, entertaining.
Yeah. Like what would you cook up? Like he can only swing with one arm or something.
Replace the divots around the course after the round.
Hey, that's tough.
We
that
give him a bottle of sand and a golf cart.
A little scooper.
We say, we'll see you at dark.
Oh, my God.
All right, so that's that. The other one I wanted to tell you about is this.
Yeah.
So the Masters has a no-phone policy, which applies to everybody. And I mean everybody, not just the patrons.
I think if Jack is there and he pulls out his phone, they're not saying anything.
Well, listen. I'm not going to make any phone calls on the course. I don't think Jack would do that.
But do you agree with me, though? He's above that? Jack?
No, I think he's...
Who's telling Jack Nicklaus that you got to go because you brought your phone out?
Those guys are not in his league.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fast Freddie Ridley?
Jack's above the law there. They're not kicking Jack out. There's no way.
Jack takes a call on a Wednesday on the patio.
Who wants that job? First of all, like I think he's safe. I think he's above that.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mark Calcavecchia, who's never won the Masters, but he is a major champ and been around for a long time playing golf, mid-60s, and he found out the hard way. He did. So I wonder if he's won. I don't know if he's won other majors or maybe just one. Maybe he has a few of them. So Calcavecchia played the Masters 18 times during his career between 87 and 2008. He came in second in 1988. 13-time winner on the tour. And he was asked to explain why he got kicked out. And he didn't deny it. He says, I've got nothing negative to say about Augusta National and the Masters, so I think we really should just hang up right now, meaning the reporter that called him to get a quote. Before I utter another word, and the Masters is one of those places that he violated the rule. If you get caught in any of that type of stuff, you can get a loss of tickets, immediately get thrown out if you're a patron. And so he's not the first pro to ever get booted. So Calcavecchia, former Golf Channel broadcaster Charlie Reimer, who was credentialed by the Westwood One radio network to cover the tournament, lost his credential and was asked to leave years ago after he stepped outside the media center to chat on his cell phone and was spotted by a security guard. We explained to him our policy, how we take it very seriously, and we sent him home. Reimer, quote, broke into tears, but to no avail. Keegan Bradley told Golf Week that he once drove his sister onto the property. She was busted with a phone in the clubhouse. However, her tears were more effective.
Okay.
They were going to kick her out, and she cried. And they let her put her phone in a safe and stay. But that option was not on the table, apparently, for the past major champion, Mark Calcavecchia.
Okay. Tough.
I think he should know better. So there's either two things there. One, you think you're above the law. Or two, well, there's three. One, I'm above the law. Two, I can get away. I won't get caught.
Yeah.
Three, I'll get away with it. Like I'll be able to talk my way out of it.
Let me ask you this about that media member, Jacob Reimer's uncle.
Charlie Reimer.
Is he ever allowed back? Or has he, like, losing that? Is that just losing the credential for that weekend?
I'm going to guess probably.
Okay, so he can run it back.
Maybe a nice apology. Maybe a handwritten letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something notarized.
Maybe you have to serve up the dinners at the Champions dinner and go around the table.
Replace the butters.
Be like a waiter.
Fill the waters. It's an easy job. Oh, no, you don't, Charlie. Just fill the butter. Oh, that would be wild.
Okay, so it's kind of like...
By the way, I would take that job.
What's that?
If you gave me that job at the Champions dinner.
The security?
Bussing tables.
Oh, that would be cool.
Replacing the pads of butter.
That would be cool.
Bringing more breadsticks.
Because just imagine some of the stuff you'd stumble into and just hearing the conversations between those guys.
I wonder if there's a time during that Champions dinner. Somebody should ask one of the guys in the Champions dinner. During that time when people would get up to speak, do the waiters kind of recede into the kitchen? Do you guys have any real private time? Or is there always someone standing there waiting for you? He needs a drink. He needs something.
You got to have somebody in there at all times.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would think they'd get like 15 minutes of just seclusion.
And it's probably the most ironclad India you could ever sign.
12 angry men. Just like, let's just get it out right now.
Because those folks have to be signing NDAs, right?
Oh, I don't think they need that. I don't think that's the kind of stuff that goes on in there.
Well, who knows what's going on in there.
I really don't think they're discussing things that need.
I think the waiters and waitresses would probably need to sign NDAs. That's a very exclusive, intimate dinner to be at.
Yeah, but I don't think they're discussing things or saying things.
Well, you never know.
That group, it spans so many generations. I just think
when the cameras go down, these guys let loose a little bit. You know what I mean? A couple old fashions or something going on in there. A couple glasses of wine. I'm sure there's some interesting things said.
Oh, man. What a club. What a club. All right, we're coming back in 2 minutes. One guy's trying to change the narrative. Can he do it? We'll tell you next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Spring has arrived, and it'll be a great time to open your windows. But, oh, wait, your windows don't open easily. They leak when it rains. They've got cracked glass. They need repainting again. Ugh. Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation, that's easy and affordable. Right now, during the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off all your windows. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. Experts report that windows retain 80% of their value. With Window Nation, you'll get windows that easily slide open and closed. They are made with top quality seals so they won't leak when it's rainy or windy. And unlike other windows, they're maintenance free. They're so good, Window Nation stands behind them with a lifetime warranty. And they're rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Save big with Window Nation's The More You Buy, The More You Save sale. Going on now. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com for your consultation.
For more than 25 years, Brothers Roofing and Construction has been serving Central Ohio with dependable roofing, siding, and exterior repairs. We do the job right the first time. So if quality matters to you, visit brothersroofingconstruction.com.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony used to ski in his jeans? Are you serious? No, he's not from New Jersey. Back to Rothman and Ice.
A lot of reports of fooling around on the course, bad language, smoking grass, poor catting.
Good. I love it all.
You guys want to be kicked out of Augusta, just keep it up.
Golf needs to loosen up anyway. Let's have some
fun. Well, they already did that. You love it.
Have some
Live
fun
tour for you.
I don't even know what the hell's going on with Live anymore. Is it still a thing?
Well, that was the tour you were just describing. Shorts and music and
smoking grass.
Maybe. Poor cat. I came in here one day. Actually, we had a story the other day. I don't know who it was some athlete or something. And I said to Manego, man, he got popped, man. They found like, what did I say? I said he got
popped for some pot.
I said he got like a boatload of pot. And Maddie goes, I can't believe you just said pot. And I started thinking about it like, he's right. I did. Like,
that's a very 80s, 90s way to describe marijuana, I think.
It's a pot. Yeah, that's right.
So many different nicknames for it.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't heard where the weed at in a while. Can you find that up for me? You got it?
You know, I'm not as quick as TLC.
The Drop King over there?
I have it here, but I just, trying to host a show here, and then
I put you on the spot. My bad.
Yeah, I don't have it. I mean, it should be in there. You do it. Everybody does it.
Oh,
just
man.
did it. I'm ready to do it again.
It's too late.
It is too late. It really is too late. You're right.
That's unfortunate. It's one of my favorite drops. Because that's Keenan doing Al Roker, right?
Where the weed at? Yeah, so I introduced this to you and Bobby, and Bobby loves it more than it was Rough, Rugged, and Roker. It was a great skit. And he was basically doing the weather, and then when they went to a commercial, there'd be like an after night party or something. He'd step in and just become
just walking into the party and saying, "Where do we at?"
Right. Yeah, but then the party would be for like 5 minutes. And Mr. Roker, we have another weather update, and he'd have to come back, and then he'd go into his the low system is blowing in here, and
man.
It was a good skit.
Funny. I love it.
All right, so the narrative up there in Cleveland is that. Oh, by the way, Todd Monken was asked again about why he missed the coaching picture at the meetings because of the haircut. And I've been on Team Monken here, man. If they change the time on him, that's ridiculous. That's really bad. You set a time, and if he
stick to it.
Even if or contact everybody. If everybody, hey, you guys want to push this up? We're all here. And what did you say?
There's a headline. The quote going around is he said, "I don't give a blank." Oh, okay, Todd.
Well, you're kind of ruining it, Todd. I was on your team. I want you to be mad that they changed the time on you. Now it sounds like maybe the whole haircut thing was a joke.
He does strike me as an old school coach that is not going to lose sleep about not being in a photo.
Yeah, but it was his first chance to be an NFL head coach.
Okay, when you
missed the photo, he may not get another one.
Completely agree with that. Because if I were Todd Monken, that's going up in the man cave, right? Or going up in your office or whatever it may be.
Maddie.
All the homies, right? All your guys up there, the first time you've ever been stamped as one of one in the sport, right? There's only so many to go around, and you missed it, but he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's all about ball. That's all he's focused on right now.
All right, good for him. All he cares about the Browns, so that'll help Browns fans feel good that he doesn't care about a team picture. The narrative in Cleveland and what is the narrative in Cleveland?
The narrative in Cleveland as far as
lots of losses.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
start there
going into this year.
I think the focus is the quarterback room again. Well, and a little bit of the Myles Garrett stuff, a little bit of that. But I think the majority of the conversation, I think, will be rooted in what we're going to see at quarterback. Who's the guy in week one? If it is Shador, is he going to be for real? If it's Deshaun, can he go back to anything of what he was years ago? Now, I think that's going to, steal the headlines more times than not for them this season.
I think the narrative for Browns fan is believing they have a quarterback but not being sure. I think that's it. I think most of the questions that are asked up there, and now with Deshaun back in the mix, there's probably a very small percentage of Browns fandom that maybe believes they could get some decent football out of him if he stays healthy, that he's hit rock bottom, he's climbing out. He's got a young quarterback that's motivating him probably to say, wait a minute, I'm better than him.
I think that's working both ways.
It might.
Both guys.
It might.
Like Shador's waking up now and hearing the comments from Jimmy Haslam about Deshaun and not completely putting that to bed just yet. And if you're Shador, that should be lighting a fire under you. You're going to have your own motivation to want to be great and all those things. But when there's a guy in-house that's coming to take food off your plate, yeah, that'll get you going every day.
Since they came back to the NFL in 1999, the Browns have made 3 playoff appearances. They've finished last in the AFC North in 3 of the last 4 years. They've had 2 seasons with a winning record in the past 18 years. That may be the narrative, that they're just never going to be great.
And that's what Todd Monken is trying to change. And I think TLC's got some sound from Monken on maybe changing the perspective of where this franchise is right now.
Winning. What changes everything, right? The winning changes everything, right? I told the coaches that the other day, right? We're playing well. How does a player stop a narrative? Play well. How do we stop a narrative on offense? Score. How do you stop a narrative of winning? Win. It's pretty freaking simple, right? I mean, is that not in life in general, right? There is a narrative out there that, you're not a good husband. Well, change. Be a good husband, right? All that's part of it, right? Change the narrative. Become that. That's what we have to do. It's real simple.
All right. I like it from a philosophical standpoint. I like it from maybe a motivational standpoint. And maybe it goes a little deeper in, maybe you're not as good as the other guy. Well, practice more. Maybe you're not as smart as the other guy. Study more. Like, it goes to a deeper level, because before he said that, my reaction would be, well, hey, you're going up against NFL teams. This isn't just because I want to, it's going to happen. I think it goes deeper than it. I think that's probably where he was going with it, is that we may not be the most talented team, but there are ways that we can compete with teams that are better than us. And maybe he is on to something, that it's his first year, it's a clean slate. All that history I just mentioned, that's not attached to him. Right. He shouldn't have to own that. And these players, not every single one of them has been around that long. So it's really more of just the fans that think this. By the way, here's the great quote on, he also added about missing the NFL's annual head coaching photo. He goes, you think with AI, they could have done that quickly and got me in there.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Because the AI stuff, spooks me out. Because some of the stuff I'm like, wait a minute, that's real or that's fake? You just don't know anymore. I hear what he's saying, though, about that in that quote, because there are certain teams that we watch on Sundays, and when you see that brand as a fan, you're like, that's a winning franchise. Kansas City, right? You look at Buffalo right now. You look at the Eagles right now, and just the Browns are obviously on the complete other side of that. And so this is going to take time for them to get that respect, I think, from their fans. Because I think now a lot of the Browns fans I talk to, AR, it's been so bad that it's laughable. There's not even the anger. You're kind of beyond that. You know what I mean? Like, you wake up on Sundays and you just kind of know what it is. You're going to be let down in some form or fashion for your team. And so I think you kind of go through that phase of, you have these expectations certain years and you're like, okay, this sucks. And you're angry waking up on Mondays and watching the games. But now I think some of them are at a point where you're just like, this is a joke.
Well, you can't climb out of it. I don't think you can just catch lightning in a bottle and have like an unbelievable year and just flip the script. It takes building. It takes drafting correctly.
And finding the guy under center.
And finding the guy under center.
That's the most important thing.
But that's why I keep, listen, who might have preached to the Browns fans to have patience? They already have that. They've had it forever.
Right.
But part of this to me has always been, now that you have some draft ammunition, now that you may have a quarterback, let's see if you have a coach. We're not sure. And you're starting to build. Talent is going to win in this league. If they draft correctly and build it right, Brook Park could be the beginning of a whole new skew.
It's going to be popping at the new stadium regardless, because this fan base is awesome. They're so loyal to the soil and have been. To your point about drafting, well, you're so right about that, and I think they're off to a pretty good start based off of last year's draft class. They do that for another year or two, then you close the gap on teams, and you're going to find yourself in the mix.
We'll come back with overs and unders into the weekend. Play along. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon. Even if this promo is playing in the morning, no judgment.
Oh, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
The new Omaha Steak Store is now open at 1033 Polaris Parkway at Polaris Commons. Stop in today and save 50% store-wide on legendary steaks, burgers, and more. Plus, get doorbuster deals starting at just $19.99. Discover the Omaha Steaks difference today at the new store at Polaris Commons in Columbus.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See Club for details.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I've been a journalist at 10 TV for more than 20 years. I moved back to Columbus with my beautiful wife and our 2 amazing daughters and our golden retriever, Harley. This community brought me back because this is where I feel connected. Where my daughters were born, this is my home. And that is to say, I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you feel embarrassed, trapped, maybe even ashamed just because you own a timeshare? Well, I'm here to tell you you're not alone. Chuck McDowell here, the timeshare cancellation guy. I get over 3,000 complaints a week from all kinds of folks that feel the same way you do. Honest people, teachers, veterans, grandparents, all losing sleep over a timeshare they can't get rid of. That's why 15 years ago, I founded Wesley Financial Group to help people take their lives back. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we would want our own family to be treated. That mindset has helped us cancel over 50,000 timeshares from people just like you. So if you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-981-4455. That's 800-981-4455. 800-981-4455.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Austin Ward here, fired up for warm weather, golf season, longer days, more time outside. Ride the momentum and finally drop the weight you keep saying you will. With Awaken 180, it's fast, easy, and we're all proof that it works. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept. And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Rothman Ice presents Overs and Unders.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
All right, TLC, what do you got?
All right. I'll start with a quiz of my own.
This kid.
Okay.
I'm going to go a little bit light here. I'm going to try to set you up for success.
Okay.
Matty Ice, how many Masters champions can you name over under 6.5?
Oh, this is awful. Rory, Jack, Tiger.
There's
Sergio.
I need 3 more.
Gary Player?
Probably.
Wait a minute. How many does he need?
7.
6? Oh, 7?
Assuming you're correct. You know, Rothman's our resident expert.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
he's been correct so far.
You got 5. Those were quick.
God, I need 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I'm completely overthinking this. Golly.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
Trying to think of like just the all-timers. I've already named a few.
You've
of those.
named who?
Jack, Tiger, Arnold, Rory.
I don't think you named Arnold.
He didn't name Arnold Palmer.
So there's 6.
6?
So I need one more.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
There's 6.
I think he's won 3 of them.
Probably.
And
Oh,
he just needs one more.
I'm so close. Oh man.
I mean, this is on a tee. No pun intended.
I'm about to say.
You're a huge golf guy. Though.
No, you don't need to be. I mean, you know this. There's like 5 or 6 who I think you would just immediately tick, 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 tick.
I don't know. I'm drawing blank.
All right, so here's what I thought you would say. You're shooting blanks? What'd you say?
No, I'm not. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky
I don't know.
Bobby.
I just wasn't sure what he was saying.
Evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't think I would last 10 seconds.
All right, so here's who I thought you would name. Phil.
Yep.
I thought you might name Dustin. You didn't say Scheffler. He's won 2.
I said one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said
I'm sorry.
I said him. I wanted to say
I thought
Adam
you'd say
Scott.
Spieth. Scott, yes.
Dang it! I should have. I wanted to say Adam. I wanted to say Adam Scott.
I don't think you said Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah,
I don't think you did.
No, you said Sergio Garcia.
Yeah, I don't think you said Scheffler.
You said Sergio.
Yeah.
No, I said Scotty, Tiger. Those were my first 2. Scotty, Tiger, Jack.
No,
And
your
then-
first 3.
And then I went with
Your first
Rory.
3.
He's going to have to play it back. We got to challenge flag this thing. Right?
Yeah, we can do this live.
I mean, I think I just challenge flag it. You got a challenge. Use it.
I'm so confused. I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
Use it.
I wanted to say Adam Scott, though.
That's correct.
I did, but I thought that was too deep in the weeds.
No, you're good.
That was when I said I was overthinking it.
All right, we will play the first names that you listed off. I did not hear Scotty Scheffler, but we can play this live in real time.
Rory, Jack, Tiger.
Yeah.
There's
Sergio.
There's your first
It's the
4.
first time this has ever been done. Where
Live?
we've
Are
thrown
you
the
sure
challenge
you're not
flag.
AI in that right now on the fly?
No, you didn't say because that's what
I'm
I thought
joking.
you
No, I'm
would
joking.
say.
No,
yeah.
I did say.
It was almost too good.
I had an S name that I said in my brain, so it was Sergio and not Scotty.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I
Last
failed
name
the
is
quiz.
Garcia, right?
Yes.
All right, about to say. I don't know if I named like an F1 driver or something.
I failed the quiz. That was supposed to
I
be
don't know if
easy.
you failed it.
I'm
This
curating
is the
this
story
thing.
of my
and I'm-
life.
You didn't fail it. You actually did pretty well. You just didn't excel.
Didn't bring it home.
Yeah, it was like, you know those things, by the way, like when you do a annual review at your employer and it's like falls below expectations, meets expectations, exceeds expectations.
Yeah.
I think you met and almost exceeded.
Almost exceeded.
But you didn't
Okay.
get quite.
I was just.
Yeah.
I was too scared to say Adam Scott. Too scared. Scared money don't make no money.
If I said it at 6.5 and you get either 6 or 7, I think that is meeting expectations.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That makes me feel a little better. Okay.
Charles Schwartzel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld Bizarro guy. Like, looks just like him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Is he South African? He's something.
That sounds right.
I don't know.
Charles Schwartzel.
How long does a voice message have to be for you to not listen to it? Over under 30.5 seconds.
I know why he's asking this because I was sent a voice message, I think last week.
Okay.
And it was 2 and some change.
By a guy or a girl?
This was a girl. And
okay. See, I'm asking the right questions.
This was, to me, a party foul.
I'm guessing you listened to the whole damn thing.
I mean, I did out of
Because it was
respect
from
for
a
the
girl.
conversation, just to get back to them. But
what was it pertaining? Its meaning? Like, was it a serious
like
thing or just
their day.
just a drag? Oh, so it was just a drag on.
Something going on. Yeah.
So talking like you were
Some
almost
disdain
listening
in your voice. Ugh, tell me about their day.
Yeah, Maddie just told everybody. Do I really want to hear about your day?
I do, but when I got done with the
just
voice
not for
memo,
2.5
it was
minutes.
kind of like, yeah, exactly.
You want to hear it? Just keep it concise.
How long does a voice message have to be for you not to?
I don't think I've ever received one that's been over 2.5.
Can you do that on droids?
Can we get voicemail on droids?
I'm asking. Not like
Can you actually leave a message on a droid?
Not
Anthony?
a voicemail.
Can you make a call?
No, not a voicemail. I'm talking about like a voice message.
A voice female?
You know what I mean? I just so not like leaving somebody a voicemail.
I get it. I get enough. The voicemail box gets full.
Okay.
She clearly chewed up most of yours.
That's not what we're talking about, though. He's talking about a voice message. So not like
an audio message?
Yeah, not like
inside. You guys are at a whole nother level than me. You're talking about someone speaking into their text and sending it as a voice message.
There you go.
Yep.
Not like you calling me and I missed the call and you leave me a message.
It's not a voicemail.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle of a text conversation and then you just see a giant block that says
Wait a minute.
2 minutes.
Explain
and you have
this to me. Why is someone doing that versus just calling you? If they want to talk to you for 2.5 minutes, why would they...
That's a good question.
Do it in text form.
That is a good question.
I don't know. That's a good question, though. I'm not sure. But I think if it's... if it's over 30 and a half seconds, over 30 seconds, I think I'm out.
You mean you listen to some of it and then just bail?
It has to be 30 and under. 30 and under. Let's keep it there.
Honestly, the answer for me is it depends who it's from.
Oh.
No, I'm serious. No, I mean, you know whether it's something where you...
Yeah, if it's from Lars. Oh, I'll listen to it right now.
Okay.
Torts. I could go all day.
Yeah.
I got all day for you.
You guys are...
If it's fish, I'll listen to it Monday.
You and I, whatever.
Yeah. We'll see you guys Monday
don't
pre-show.
leave messages. You guys are not in the age group of leaving messages.
I don't like talking on the phone either.
If no one answers, you're not leaving a voicemail, correct?
Correct.
All right. You guys don't leave them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys don't get upset when someone calls you versus texting. You do,
I do.
actually.
Ice does.
Ice
is the guy who, like, you FaceTime him. He's like, get out my phone right now.
What upsets me is if we're having a text conversation that doesn't give you the right to call me. I don't like that.
How many texts, though, do you have to be going back and forth where somebody says, I can't do this anymore. I got to just talk.
Hey, let's just fire up the thumbs. Be quick. Come on.
All right.
Not a big talker on the phone. And yeah, you don't have the right to call me, TLC, if we're texting.
Or leave them a voicemail, clearly, or a voice message and tell them about your day. Don't do that.
Joshua Perry's weighing in.
All right, what time does he think?
Sick.
I need a good hook within the first 8 seconds or I'm dumping. I don't answer. He doesn't answer voice messages.
That's pretty good.
You guys are treating people like songs. Like, you got 8 seconds for me to listen to this song. I either like it, skip. Yeah.
It's the world we live in now, right? With shorts and TikTok videos. Like, it's just how our brains are trained.
All right, we're coming back top of the hour sports update and the Big Ten. This is for win totals for the Big Ten or for everybody?
We can focus on the Big Ten.
Okay. Foosball. All right, we do it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
When you are a member of Tel-Ohio, your money works harder for you. Lock in 4% APY on a 24-month CD and watch your savings grow with a credit union built for its members. Visit telohio.org to learn more.
Federally insured by NCUA. Membership open to anyone in Ohio. Restrictions apply.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. April's the perfect time to reset your home for the long run, and Universal Windows Direct makes that decision easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there's no limit. The more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus 24 months with no payments and no interest. And if you need some more, how about a $500 bonus off your home improvement project? Schedule your free estimate today. Call 614-502-5220. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. You've heard me talk about High Bank Spirits, but the food is just as good. Brunch worth planning your weekend around. Seasonal dinners perfect for date night or game night. Plus, kids eat half off every Monday. Find menus and locations at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house. It's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Tom's Garage Doors. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
I started my first business at 12 years old, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I thought I was crushing it until my buddy down the street undercut me by $2. But he didn't just cut the price, he cut corners too. That's when I learned if you do the job right, people trust you, and integrity beats profit. People care more about how you show up and whether you do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we crush it, and we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and the spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. Because when you care about the people you serve, you work harder, and it shows. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com. And yeah, we still beat the other guy.
Tom's Garage Doors. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Now is the time to call Comer & Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage floor has exposed concrete with stains and cracks or a bad epoxy or paint job. Well, a new Comer & Cross garage floor will transform your entire garage in just one day. Now, here's the great part of this whole story. If you call them right now, they're going to take 50% off installation. Yeah, that's right, 50% off installation from Comer & Cross when you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. Plus, they make it easy. They'll take your stuff out of the garage for you. They'll fix your cracks and pits perfectly like it's a new garage floor, and then they'll apply the proprietary finish that you pick. Yeah, I said it. They'll fix your cracks and pits. What's wrong with that? That's what you want. So call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to get 50% off installation. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to comercross.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. Some breaking news from Pete Thamel. He's reporting that former Michigan and Cal guard Justin Pippen will be coming to Ohio State via the transfer portal. Tyrrell Hatton having a heck of a day down at Augusta for his round 2 at the Masters. He's -5 through 12 holes, -3 for the tournament. Your leaders still Sam Burns and Rory McIlroy at -5. McIlroy doesn't tee off until 1:45. The Cincinnati Reds at home starting a series with the Los Angeles Angels at 6:45. You can catch that on the Fans HD3 beginning at 6:15. The Cleveland Guardians facing the Atlanta Braves at 7:15. Over on the Fan 2 here at 1:55, the Ohio State baseball team hosting Penn State. The Cavs in Atlanta facing the Hawks at 7. This one's sponsored by High Bank Distillery Co. Locally inspired dishes and award-winning cocktails. Visit highbankco.com to make your reservation. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Anthony finally hit a hole-in-one.
It's in the hole.
So now what? Just bask in the glory?
And that's how she wrote.
You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, second hour of the program. Pressure cooker coming your way. Howard Griffith, Big Ten football analyst. Just heard Bake talk about Tyrrell Hatton. So, real quickly, last week I mentioned there was like a formula for the Masters. where like 95% of the winners at Augusta National over the last 20 years all met these 3 bits of criteria. And it was you made the cut the year before, you were in the top 35 in the world golf rankings, and that you had won either a PGA or an international tournament in the 2 years prior. And there were only 9 golfers in the entire field that met that criteria. And it was a lot of the obvious ones. Scheffler, Rory, Rahm, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, Victor Hovland, Matt Fitzpatrick, Ludwig Oberg, and Tyrrell Hatton.
Okay, there he is.
Which is, and he's -3 through 12, and he's top 5 right now.
Okay.
So
that's awesome.
We'll see if the formula holds true. Our guys are going to be going off in this hour. Your guy goes,
Tommy.
Fleetwood goes off in about 4 minutes, and my guy Xander will follow yours.
I'm going to stay with Tommy. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, we threw out the idea earlier in our pre-show meeting, if I gave you a mulligan, would you want to switch your pick? I'm staying 10 toes down with Tommy Fleetwood. I really want him to hop on this magic carpet ride the rest of the way and get to his first major.
Wow.
It would be a great story. So I'm not changing my pick.
I don't think I would change either. I won't take the mulligan because Xander is 2 under. I could instantly move my way up the leaderboard by just saying, sorry, X, thanks for the round 1.
I'm giving you the out.
And I could go like Justin Rose, but I'm not doing that. There's only been 3 guys that have ever gone back-to-back. Jack, Faldo, and Tiger.
Okay.
So Rory, but you leap right to 500 if you grab Rory.
That's your boy.
Like I get 3 strokes right now.
You're kind of
jump.
There's a little glisten.
I'm a little tempted there.
There is.
Part of me was tempted, but he's not tempted by the fruit of another. Tempted, but the truth is discovered.
Movie? TLC?
Not a movie.
Oh, no.
Song.
See, now he's really, you're really trying to put us in a blender
No,
with
I
this
was
now.
just,
No,
we were
now
talking about
doing
songs last segment.
Songs, TV shows, and movies.
Sorry.
I could actually tell that one was a song.
Yeah, because it rhymed.
That's why.
All right, I'm going to stay. We're going to stick and stay.
I like it.
You're
I
going
like
to get
it.
an answer.
Oh, sorry. Squeeze, Tempted is the song by Squeeze.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't even know which one's the band and which one's the song.
That's right.
I've been corrected about, who can and cannot call me. Since we were talking about that.
Oh, like even just call, period.
No, I don't mind a phone call, period. I was just saying, like, if we're texting in a conversation back and forth, I don't like when people call me because I might be doing something,
Okay.
I might be doing something. But old Mama Hayes is waiting.
Something you're not supposed to be doing?
No, I just maybe, just be busy. You know what I'm saying? Mama Hayes is waiting.
Where can I find a good 8-ball?
She is waiting, and she's absolutely correct. And the text is just simple.
I'm glad she did this.
I'll call you whenever I want to, with an exclamation point.
And you better answer.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I need to calm down a little bit.
I think she's exempt. Somehow.
Just like Jack with the phone at the Masters.
Mom and Dad, like,
my mom is above my rule.
I don't think Jack would ever violate the rule. But to your point,
you can't throw him out.
For some reason, you
can't.
See, here's what I would think.
If Charles Oakley can get thrown out of the garden.
He's got people. Jack has people. And he's got very good people around him, including Barbara and others. And I would tell you that they probably carry his phone or keep it for him. Meaning, let's help him not stumble into something where he'd have to play that card.
You're probably right.
That he wouldn't even have his phone on the ground.
In this hypothetical world that I'm living in, he can go out on the first tee if he wanted and take a phone call, and nobody's kicking him out. They're just not.
Wait, what?
It's Jack Nicklaus. He could walk out there on the first tee and take a phone call.
But he would never do it.
That's why I said in this hypothetical world, nobody's kicking him out. It's Jack Nicklaus. He's above that.
Just because he's their finest champion?
Just because he's Jack Nicklaus. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain people that get away with stuff in life.
Yeah, like your average employee there is probably not going to be the one to step up and say, Mr. Nicholas, first of all, if you're afraid to call him by his first name, you're afraid to rip his cell phone out of his hands.
No. I think that's some respect, man. Like you're Augusta National, they would call him Mr. Nicholas. They wouldn't say.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of Jacks.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I mean, guys that know him, good friends of his, and Fred Ridley is probably the guy that would have to do it.
Well, they wouldn't tell him to put his phone down if they're afraid to say his first name.
Pull him aside or whatever and say,
"Hey, can we just
put us in a really tough spot here? We have a zero tolerance policy, and people saw you.
Who is
and
like
here's
the
what
director?
You need to do. We won't kick you out, but it'd be best if you just kind of receded into the afternoon, like."
No way.
Yeah.
No
like
way.
I'm telling you, I don't think
dismiss him.
I don't think I don't think they'd make a spectacle.
Hey, can you dismiss yourself?
I think they'd pull him aside and say, "Hey, people saw you. It wouldn't look good if we just gave you the pass when we're kicking out other major winners and media
So you're saying
people."
that they would make him sit in the clubhouse for the rest of the day?
No.
He can't roam the course now?
He doesn't
sit in the clubhouse. They're making him drive to the hotel. They're saying, "Be gone."
No, but I guess an AR scenario where you're saying, like, we want you to
day.
I don't think they would even do that.
I think they would say to him, if you don't have any media obligations on Golf Channel or somewhere else, it'd be best if we kind of orchestrated this.
We're not going to fire you.
We're not going to chaperone you to the valet. We're going to...
I don't think there's a person working there that has the you-know-what to do that to Jack Nicklaus.
No question.
I don't think there's a person that's walking the grounds this weekend that would do that.
The only person would be
the chairman of the club.
He's not even doing it. Or she. I don't even know who it is. They're not doing
Fred
it.
Ridley.
Fred.
Fast Freddy.
He's not doing
you
that.
Say that. That's the second time.
Like we're supposed to know.
We're supposed to know who Fred Ridley is.
How do you guys know Fred Ridley?
Not all of us have been in the lottery our entire lives to try to get to Augusta. We don't just know the people in the pecking order.
Bo Diddley. Not Fred Ridley.
Boo Radley?
Yes, that's a good call. To Kill a Mockingbird.
There you go.
All right. Hey, give me some music.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, where is your
come
theme
on,
music?
That was pretty good.
Get it going for
That was pretty good, man.
3, 2, 1, hello.
Yeah, Fred really does it. He's
Rock
not
me on my day.
All right, so
he's not doing
listen, when
I actually think there's more people than we think that would get away with it. Honestly.
Tiger?
Yes. He's staying too.
I mean, we're putting this out because it's stupid, it's hypothetical. None of those guys, they're such elite of elite that they wouldn't be that stupid, I don't think. Although, listen.
Well,
Tiger's done some very stupid things.
Well,
I think. Look, like I said, they have people. They have entourage. They have people that would protect the president. They would have people protecting them from themselves.
You're thinking logically. The beauty of what we do here at radio is we can throw out these crazy hypotheticals and the what ifs. And I think.
So you're saying if Jack, where would he have to be
here
with this call coming in that you say, like, where you would say, okay, he's in trouble?
He's not in trouble anywhere for me. Nowhere.
If Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer go to the 18th green, both open their phones and call each other.
Correct.
No one's interrupting their phone call with each other, even though they're on the same green.
They're putting the tournament on hold until the calls are over.
Crazy.
They can make a giant display of the fact that they have their cell phones out talking to each other, and no one's going to interrupt them.
I agree.
Except for Boo Radley, apparently.
So Arnold, he sends his best from the grave, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. He was making it sound like maybe they were.
Okay.
I just needed the next most famous, most illustrious tennis player. Listen to me. I'm already thinking of the French Open. I'm thinking ahead.
So if Jack was talking to Jimmy Connors.
Yeah.
So Jack,
now that's
Tiger,
somebody who would misbehave.
So where's the cutoff? Jack, Tiger,
Arnie.
Obviously not there. Phil
above
Connors.
That. Phil, they're not kicking Lefty out.
Gary Player.
He's 90.
Gary,
he may not even know the phone. I mean, like, he's in great shape, but you got to give him a break. He's 90.
We're talking about who's famous enough, not like their ability to use a cell phone.
Yeah,
yes, Arnold Palmer can't use a cell phone right now. But
all right, so so you're saying there has to be a cutoff.
I agree with that.
Tom Watson.
Tommy, I don't know, big dog. You might have to go.
I can't pick him out of the lineup, so I say no.
I think
he hits one of the ceremonial tee shots to start the event.
Okay.
I would think that if
he's in.
Jack, Tom, and
Tiger, Phil,
and Gary.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
How about Freddie?
No, Freddie's got to go.
He's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the list.
He can. All right, so you guys think it's Phil, Arnie, Tiger, Jack, Tom Watson, Gary. Did I say Gary Player?
Gary Player. Those are the 6.
Wait, Jack, Tiger, Arnie, Gary. You said Phil?
Mm-hmm.
That's 5. You said no on Tom Watson? I said yes.
No, I mean on Tom Watson. I'll
6,
roll
so
with
that's
you on that.
6.
Who's the governor of Georgia? Could they get away with it?
I don't know. And I doubt
Freddie
it.
Ridley.
I doubt
Yes.
it. Fast Freddie Ridley.
But I think that's the 6. Those guys aren't getting kicked off the ground.
I think we need 7.
Oh, you got one more?
No, I'm just saying we need the magnificent 7. Like 7, you got to have 7. What about Faldo? He's won 3 of them.
Sir Nick.
And he's a sir.
Yeah, you got to respect that.
Sir Nick's a lot.
I don't think we should have included anyone that's not living.
Scott Van Pelt.
No.
Jason
he's
Kelce.
on his ass if he's on a phone. He's toast.
Imagine that report. ESPN.
There is no media member that would get away with this. Now, don't say Jim Nance.
Pat
don't
McAfee.
say it.
Nance is not getting kicked out.
McAfee's getting thrown in a pond.
Yeah, Nance isn't
And
good. Nance is good.
Is he the one?
He's
is he
good.
the non-golfer?
I think Nance is good.
He takes a call from the CBS producer?
Yeah, Nance is good. That's the 7th right there.
All right,
Brandel.
so he's an honorable mention. Jimmy Nance.
Yeah, they're not kicking Nance out.
So if you just joined us, we think that Jimmy Nance could take a call on the grounds, not interrupting tee shots, not on a tee box where a golfer is in mid-swing, and you say he would not get kicked out.
Mm-hmm. I think he's good.
This is a very unwritten rule then, because they have a very no-tolerance policy.
I love it.
All right, we got to get to our pressure cooker next. Rothman Ice on the Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Columbus drivers, there's a new Ford service team in town, and we're ready to earn your business. At the Capital Ford of Columbus Service Department, we believe service should be easy. That's why we can come to you. Need an oil change, battery, recall, or routine maintenance? Our mobile service team brings a certified Ford service technician right to your home or workplace. No waiting rooms, no wasted time. And when you do visit us, you'll see what makes a new dealership different. We work harder to show we care. Call or schedule online today with Capital Ford in Whitehall, 614-300-6657.
Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at uflaviators.com. United we fly.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
April is Autism Acceptance Month, and it's an important reminder that we must support and celebrate all students, no exceptions. That's what Ohio's public schools do. We don't pick and choose our students. We provide safe, welcoming learning environments for all because public education matters.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. We plant trees because people need trees, and when planted in the right place, they have great impact. Trees help slow climate change, filter our air and water, foster biodiversity, and strengthen our communities. They create the kind of transformational change the world needs now. April is a month filled with opportunities to care for and plant trees. For planting resources, contact an Ohio ISA certified arborist who can help you learn how to take the best care of your trees. Visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny skies with increasing clouds throughout the day and a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon and early evening. Daytime highs will soar with breezy winds into the mid-70s, and then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the 40s. For Saturday, more sunshine in the forecast, but cooler with daytime highs topping out in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on The Buckeye Show. News, special guests, and everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Under Pressure.
Sponsored by 3D Cabinetry. 3dcabinetry.net, where quality meets affordability.
All right, my first pressure is anybody that accidentally has their cell phone at Augusta. Because clearly the zero tolerance policy is working. They kicked Mark Calcavecchia out yesterday. And Charlie Reimer, a former player doing media, was booted years ago. And so we started thinking about maybe we added something to the equation. I think if a former president was on the grounds and got a call and wasn't near a tee box, I think they'd look the other way. If,
let me ask you this,
George W. Bush, Dwight D. Eisenhower,
correct,
Ronald Reagan, if somebody's on a phone, and I think the reason Nance might be able to talk his way out of it is he could say it's something that has to do with the broadcast. Nobody else would have that pass. So I'm maybe going to add, I'll keep Nance in there. He takes a call, moves to a secluded area.
He's good.
They're probably not saying, you blew it.
You got to go.
But here's the other thing. He's got to be on the air.
Correct.
Sorry, Jim. You'll be zooming into the broadcast today.
Who would they even call out of the bullpen? If they did kick him out, who takes over?
Play-by-play?
Yeah.
I would say maybe they would call Van Pelt or somebody that's on the grounds already that's described the par 3. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know if Van Pelt would be able to do that, right? That's a whole CBS, ESPN. I don't know how that works. But either way, I want to ask you this, though, about the president's thing, because I agree with you.
Call Dan Hicks in from somewhere.
Let's
freelance
say
it up.
A president is there, former president is there with his wife. His wife takes the call. A former first lady of the United States of America.
She gone.
I don't know about that.
They might go to the president and say, hey, your wife was on her phone. He might say, well, good. Kick her out.
I need some alone time.
Supposed to hang with the boys today.
All right, let us know in the chat. Tweet at us if you think anybody else would be above the rule of the people that we have mentioned.
I'm warming up to the Nicholas thing.
You got to.
I'm warming up to that. I think our list is a little long. I think getting Faldo in there might be a little long. I think
your boy Freddie really would be shaking in his boots at the idea.
Fred Ridley, Bo Diddley, Boo Radley.
Of telling Jack, you got to go, though. The Golden Bear's not going anywhere.
There are certain people they'd look the other way on. There are certain people that they'd probably say, come here, we need to speak to you for a minute. And then I think my theory on how many people witnessed it and where it was matters, and they would just tell Nick Faldo, we have a zero tolerance policy. We're not going to escort you off the grounds, but please, in the next 45 minutes, just make yourself scarce. Just.
Can I come back tomorrow?
Come back tomorrow. But we need we need to show some kind of to the membership here and the other people that you need.
It's a very nice way to say, get the heck out of here.
Well, I think they'd be doing him a solid because he violated the policy, and even he is not above the policy.
Okay.
I'm going to put certainly Bryson DeChambeau in the pressure cooker. He's making his 10th Masters start. He was low amateur there way back when. He doesn't have one. He's finished inside the top 6 in the past 2. Last year at a top 10 in the PGA and the Open. Certainly he's on the Ryder Cup. And he won his second U.S. Open at Pinehurst. The guy hits 300-plus yard drives, and there's no rough out there. He hit 9 of 14 fairways. Problem is he wasn't hitting greens. And Bryson was awful. Shot one of his worst rounds, if not his worst round ever there. The cut right now is right around +3 at this point. And let's find out where DeChambeau currently is. DeChambeau. So he's going off here. Actually, he just teed off. So he shot 76 yesterday. He's outside the cut line. The pressure's on Bryson.
Okay, I like it. I'm going with a former Buckeye that I think needs to lock in and have one of his best off seasons he's ever had. And that's going to be C.J. Stroud. I'm going with C.J. Stroud, AR, because I think there is some doubt down there at the Texans headquarters about, do we really have the guy?
Must deal with the doubt.
Do we really have the guy? They picked up the 5th-year option, but it doesn't sound like there's a lot of back and forth right now about a long-term extension coming. Coming out of the postseason, it was clunky for him, to say the least, right? It was very, very rough, the amount of turnovers and all that were in play. Will Anderson, their elite pass rusher, it sounds like he is going to get that extension this offseason. But whatever CJ needs to do, physically, mentally, whatever, he's got to come out on the other side of this, because if we go through another season of just okay play and Houston gets back into the postseason and he won't be able to fight off those playoff demons, the demons that really kind of just took over his entire operation against New England and Pittsburgh, then I think this time next year, there's going to be chatter out there about, did the Houston Texans maybe need to find somebody else? So hopefully that's not going to be the case. So I think this is a massive offseason right now for C.J. Stroud, with the news coming out this week that they just picked up the 5th-year option to get it going and lock back in. So I'm going C.J. and putting him on the pressure list.
I like that. I'm going to go with a pair of Seattle Mariners.
I like it.
Joshua Douglas, James Naylor. That is one person.
Dang.
Josh Naylor is batting 104. Last I checked, he's a pretty good hitter.
Yeah, he is.
Through 13 games, he's batting 104. His teammate, Julio Rodriguez, is batting 143. These guys are stars. I mean,
they are
as good as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to bore you with barrel rate and other stupid stuff, but I can't believe it. And there is truth to the rumor that they're both on my fantasy team. And I'm not threatening to cut him like I did the Kansas City catcher when he overslept, but his numbers are garbage. I can't believe it. I mean, Seattle has every reason to want more from Josh Naylor. It's a miserable start for the Mariners, 2 of their big stars. So they're in the cooker.
Last one for me. We're a week away from WrestleMania. Out there in Las Vegas. I don't know what happened last week on Friday Night SmackDown. Pat McAfee comes out. He's the guy that was apparently helping out Randy Orton. Randy Orton doesn't need help from Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's awesome at his job as a broadcaster, doing a great job on his show. But this storyline that is now including what?
How's his glaze?
He is good.
No,
he's good at his job. This storyline now that's including McAfee and Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. What is happening? They got to clear this up tonight because we're a week away from the Super Bowl of wrestling in Vegas, that being WrestleMania. So, yeah, I'm going WWE tonight on SmackDown. I'm putting them on the pressure list to get McAfee and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and all that stuff in order.
One more, Matty, for me, John Rahm.
Okay.
He's outside the cut line. This is a guy that a lot of people picked to win. He won in 23 there, and he's a guy that certainly has been playing well, and I have no idea why he crashed and burned. You explained the 6 over to me on Thursday. I don't know. 9 of 18 greens after being in the fairway a lot. John Rahm is right now, let's check his number. I know he's outside the cut line at this point. Yeah, he's 1 under on the day, but he's 5 over on the tournament after shooting a 78 yesterday. So he's one of those guys that if he does get in the cut, then he can just freewheel, and we'll see if he gets in. But he's in the pressure cooker as well. All right, we got our guy Howard Griffith up next, Big Ten football analyst. We'll see if he has any surprises in store for this season. Next, Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greensons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville and Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Spring is here, and there's no better place to make memories than the Columbus Zoo. See tigers up close, watch playful otters, and see the baby elephants in action. For a limited time, take advantage of our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal. Plan your adventure at columbuszoo.org.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary right here in Ohio. America 250 Ohio is partnering with communities across the state to bring events and experiences to all 88 counties all year long. Explore Ohio's history on dynamic driving trails, enjoy Ohio-related movie screenings, or attend engaging history talks, plus so much more. See the full calendar of events and discover what's happening near you at america250-ohio.org. Sponsored by the Ohio History Connection, aired by the OAB and this station.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
BMI Federal Credit Union is celebrating their 90th anniversary all year long with monthly sweepstakes. Get in on your chance to win free gas for a year when you lower your car payment with a BMI FCU auto loan. Apply today at bmifcu.org/gas.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
No one funks up the work microwave like these two. Fish again? You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, he's back with us. This will be the final week of spring ball coming up, and then the spring game for Ohio State on Saturday. Joining us, our friend, Howard Griffith, one of the best in the conference, Big Ten Network analyst. Hey, Howard, are you still the all-time touchdown leader at Illinois?
I am. It's been a while, but, they let me hang around.
You got a plaque for that or anything? What did they give you? What do you have for that?
Ring, something?
You know what? They give you a nice data boy. Nice data boy.
You don't have to pay to go to games? Okay, I get it.
Well, I find ways to make my way into the stadium without a ticket every now and then.
There we go.
All right, so I know you're going to be humble when I ask you this, but that's a record you probably want to last. I mean, I guess if somebody broke it, they'd bring you back. You'd pass the torch. We just had that with all-time leading scorer in basketball here at Ohio State, where Dennis Hopson came back, and he owned the record for 40 years. So Hop was a great guy, and he was more than happy to pass the torch to Bruce Thornton. But, man, that's awesome. I'm glad, because that goes back a lot of years. So I'm sure you're proud about that and your time there, and good for you. I'm glad that record is still standing. You tell me, any surprises in the Big Ten coming this year for you? Is anybody going to jump up and say and get themselves into the conversation, or are we looking at the usual suspects?
It's interesting you say that. Coming into this, ending last offseason, I would have told you that Washington was the team that I thought really had that opportunity to do that. And I think they may still, but I think there's some other issues at play. Obviously, their quarterback went into the portal, came back, and, you have to rebuild that trust, and I think that's something that they have to figure out. But I thought DeMond Williams was, a phenomenal player for them last year and really had an opportunity to grow. So I would have taken Washington. I'll be interested to see just how they've gotten through the spring with all the things that were going on around the quarterback and how he's been able to rebuild that trust with not only his coaches, but more importantly, his teammates.
Speaking of building trust, I think that's what's happening right now here in Columbus on the offensive side, right, with Arthur Smith and Julian Sand and just trying to get everybody on the same page. Howard, as you know, Coach Day is going to be all over that thing and he'll have his fingerprints all over the offense. But just talk about some of those challenges that may be ahead when you're bringing in a new offensive coordinator and what he wants to do versus what Coach Day wants to do and blending all that together.
Well, I think we can look at, really what happened defensively last year. And it was really about not necessarily just changing the schemes, but finding ways to challenge young people. And I think when you have the type of talent that Ohio State had on that defensive side last year, Matt Patricia did, to me, an unbelievable job of really moving those pieces around and creating matchups that they'd be able to take advantage of. Now you see it on the offensive side. I think it's going to be more about structure, more about trying to get an understanding of, hey, how can we be more efficient? How can we make sure that this run game is also efficient and the offensive line is being taken care of, not only the quarterback, but getting the run game going really at a higher clip than it was going last year. And those are all things that, listen, they were going to try to figure out no matter who the offensive coordinator was going to be. But when you bring a guy in with an NFL pedigree that has an opportunity to now put his hands on the pieces and try to move things around, I think it's an added benefit because I think there's a conversation that takes place in those meeting rooms. And also, you look at, just an opportunity to go against their defense each and every day. They're going to have to set the tone. And I think the tone, at least for me, when I look at it, is being able to run when you want to run, and then be able to take advantage of all the huge passes that you'll be able to get with Smith on the outside.
Between Kyle Whittingham now up there for Michigan and now Matt Campbell coming into the conference and being the head coach for Penn State, which head coach do you believe right now is set up maybe roster-wise to have more success in year one? Is it Whittingham or is it Campbell?
It's interesting to look at it that way. Let's look at Campbell and what he was able to do. He was able to bring, players who are familiar with his system, understand what he wants to get done, even away from the field, in the locker room, in the meeting rooms. So he may have a slight advantage there. But when you look at the roster, I thought Michigan's problems weren't recruiting talent. That wasn't the problems that they were having up there. So they have the athletes, they have the players, and they needed to tweak that and get better as well. But I kind of would think, just as many people as they lost in Happy Valley kind of makes me wonder, are you able to actually be able to duplicate that, what you did in Iowa State? You're talking about year one. I don't know necessarily if the schedule is doing them any favors, but I would have to probably lean toward Michigan right now, just because I think the identity of who they are and what they want to be, that really hasn't changed. I think when you look at Penn State, it's going to be a little different just because of the head coach. But I'll tell you this, bringing both of those guys into the conference continues to get stronger when you talk about the head coaches that are roaming the sidelines in the Big Ten Conference. And we've seen that show up repeatedly over the last 3 to 4 years.
Howard Griffith with us, Big Ten Network football analyst. Are you hearing the hype about Chris Henry Jr. from your vantage point? I mean, obviously we have that here in Columbus, and so they add the top-ranked wide receiver in the class. I think he was top 7 overall at any position, and the hype, to me, is very similar to the hype that we had with Jeremiah Smith. Are you hearing that?
Hearing that hype? I would also, let's be cautious as well, right? I think what Chris Henry Jr. has a great opportunity to do is see what Jeremiah Smith has done. So when you start to talk about Jeremiah Smith, yes, he's talented and all of those things, but his work ethic, the way he went about his business, those are the things that Chris Henry Jr. can continue to learn from and to me, sink his teeth in to try to get him that type of a season or that type of accolades that he had. He's not going to be Jeremiah Smith right off the bat, but when you can start to learn just the mentality of Smith, to me, that's where you can get the biggest jump. And he's going to be an impact player for them. Ohio State, I'm sure, is going to make sure of that when you talk about just as you guys know, just the athletes that they've had in that room. And if you have the right temperament, if you are a worker and you're going to be a technician at your job, you see what those Ohio State, going back to McLaurin, have done as far as their contracts are concerned in the National Football League. These are elite guys, and they all have one of the things they all have in common is they are great at really going out and competing and being technicians and running routes.
Let's take a quick trip out to Eugene because, Howard, as we all know, your team's in good hands, right? We got a good coach and a good quarterback, and they're coming out of the gate with that, right? With Lanning and now Dante Moore coming back. But the surrounding pieces on offense around Dante Moore, now that he's coming back, how are you feeling about that unit and what that offense can look like in 2026?
I feel pretty good about what they're able to do. Obviously, they've made some changes at the coordinator's position, but I'd say this: one of the things that's probably started in the NFL maybe 4 or 5 years ago is that coaches, when you would have an assistant coach leave, you would have to go out and scour the country to find the next guy. But now what's happening in a lot of programs is that assistant DB coach or that assistant wide receiver coach is now being elevated. And you're starting to see a lot of that go on in college athletics as it's been taken over in the pros. But it's just an interesting way. Anytime you're changing coordinators, it's always going to be different because people call games. They have a feel for a game. They're all different. But when you think about, again, you talk about the way Ohio State has been recruiting. Oregon is another one of those teams that since Lanning has been there, has really recruited and brought the right guys as far as portal guys into the fold. So I expect them to be there. And having more come back, I thought was huge, obviously, for Oregon to be able to take that next step. Because there's some things that, he said he can continue to learn and he needed to get better at before he takes his opportunity to move on to the National Football League. So they're going to be right there in the mix of things. You asked me earlier, do I see, the new people coming out? I really did not mention Washington, but when you think about the elite teams that are in this conference, these guys are just reloading. That's what they're doing. The names are changing, but the pedigree and the expectations to go out and compete for championships each and every year are going to be right there, and those things haven't changed.
In all your time in the Big Ten and covering this sport and talking about it, did what Indiana did last year just blow away anything you've witnessed?
Yeah, and I don't think it's anything close. And there were lots of us who remember the Miracle on Ice, and when you think about just probably the greatest sports story or one of the greatest stories in all of sports, if not what Indiana has done over the last 2 years, and then winning the championship, going undefeated, is unbelievable. I was on the show, Wednesday, and it's still crazy to think that you're saying, Indiana, the national champions, right? And they're in a role, they're in this position that they've never been in before. And it really is unbelievable. And what Coach Cignetti has done, what the athletic department has done at Indiana, really proves that if you hire the right person, it doesn't necessarily have to be that hot shot name. And I think that's starting to change a lot since Cincinnati has taken over. It's really remarkable to see what he's done. And I don't see that team going anywhere. That's the scary part. It's not like they're a one-hit wonder. They're reloading and know what the expectations are, and they're going to be right there in the mix of it again.
Yeah, should be fun, man. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, Howard, this was awesome, man. You be well, and we'll ring you back soon. Thank you.
All right, sounds good, fellas. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.
You too. Howard Griffith, our friend from the Big Ten Network, the great former running back from Illinois. He was on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. All right, we're going to come back with a Buckeye Bulletin, and we will hit you with those over and under win totals for Big Ten football teams. That's next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99% APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Hey, y'all. It's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. I spent years on the mound giving everything I had, and now I feel every inning in my knees, back, and shoulders. But I didn't want surgery, and I sure didn't want to be sidelined. That's why I turned to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Christie and his team use regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No surgery, no meds, and no downtime.
Whether you're teeing off at the club or chasing the grandkids around, QC Kinetics helps you get back to doing what you love.
Call QC Kinetics now and schedule your free consultation. Natural joint pain relief with real results.
Don't let the pain slow you down. I didn't, and neither should you. My friends at QC Kinetics, they'll take care of you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
It always seems to happen at the worst time. You're finally in bed after a long, hard day, and then you hear it. You sit up, heart sinking. Is that coming from the ceiling? All of a sudden, it's a middle of the night flashlight hunt to find the leak. But don't worry, Newman Roofing has you covered, literally. With more than 3 decades in the business, we've seen just about everything a storm can throw at a roof. Our teams know how to spot the problem, explain your options, and fix it right the first time, with craftsmanship and care you can feel good about. We're not just here for a quick patch job, and we never will be. We're here to make sure your home stays protected season after season. So when it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, choose the company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvus, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Save up to 50% on new windows from windownation.com.
All right, Buckeye Bulletin. Now, we already mentioned that this is Scottie Pippen
This is Scottie Pippen's son.
His son.
Absolutely.
Justin?
Yep.
All right. But where's Scottie Pippen Jr.?
He's in the league.
Okay, that's who I thought. Yeah, I thought he was well past.
Yeah. His Scottie Pippen Jr., I don't know exactly what NBA team he's suiting up for, but I'm pretty sure he is in the association. But this is now Justin Pippen.
Justin Pippen.
Who looks like he's coming in from Cal.
Looks like we got a Memphis Grizzly.
Okay, that adds up. But yeah, you're on it. Justin Pippen is the newest Buckeye basketball commit via the transfer portal.
Went from Michigan to Cal.
Back now to Columbus. Man, Scotty going to be sitting courtside? That would be cool for you. Chicago kid coming in, seeing your boy. Actually, you're kind of Team Jordan, though. In the split.
No. There's no.
In the divorce amongst Bulls fans, because they don't see eye to eye.
Scotty doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not. I feel like he feels to me like he's a little undervalued in the whole history books of the dynasty and all that. Like he doesn't get the love he believes he deserves. You know? I just feel like that's how he feels in his heart.
He went through a really tough time where he took the money that was being offered and it messed him because he probably could have gotten a lot more.
Yeah.
And he took the security of it. We don't have to live. We lived through the Last Dance 6 years ago. But he didn't really truly bet on himself. He took the money, and it set him up for a rough ride, apparently.
But we got a Pippen in the house now. So Justin Pippen comes in. Looks like he averaged about 14 points last year, about 5 assists. And so be interesting to see the dynamic between he and Junie Mobley in the backcourt. Like, is Coach Diebler looking at Pippen coming in as more of the point guard, or are these guys going to share duties as far as bringing the rock up and getting in the offensive plays and all of that? But some production, at least on paper, last year for him.
This isn't the big swing veteran point guard, though. They were. I can't imagine it was this guy.
I don't know.
Okay, because he didn't. What'd you say he did at Cal?
I'm seeing
not much.
I'm saying this year from Pete Thamel, he averaged 14 per game.
Oh, okay. But in Michigan, he was as a young guy. What year is he now?
I don't know.
So he's a freshman, probably a red shirt.
Junior? We should find
something like that. Yeah,
let's find that.
Because I was thinking if he started at Michigan and didn't do much, I bet he was a freshman at Michigan and then he was a sophomore Cal, so he would be a junior.
There you go.
Coming in.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so he really raised his game then from Michigan from his freshman year to a sophomore.
Yeah, he leveled up.
Yeah.
He leveled up. So look, big shoes to fill, right? With Bruce leaving, all-time leading scorer, just a consistent guy with what he was able to do offensively, and you lose Chapman as well. You lose Gabe Cupps as well. So obviously they had a lot of work to do with piecing this roster together, and this is the beginning. And to your question, I don't know if this is the big swing. We just gotta wait and see.
So let me ask you this: you'll be able to answer this,
okay?
Because I was doing the family tree here for a second.
Yeah.
So is he the son of? Is his mother
Larsa?
the one that was dating Jordan's kid?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have this right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe we get Larsa coming to some games. I know she's been doing some Real Housewives of Miami stuff, so she's been on TV a lot here recently. So yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I knew.
She'll go to the games when they play at USC and at UCLA.
By the way, that was also what was fueling the fires with the Jordan Pippen thing. That
was
my ex-wife is with his son, and like
got a little strange.
Yeah,
got a little strange.
Okay.
But yeah, when Scotty will be here for a few, I'm sure, which will be cool to see him.
All right, so what jumped out at you guys for the over-unders on the football?
I haven't seen these yet, and so I'm fascinated to know where the Ohio State number is, because as you've tabbed this schedule, it's an absolute gauntlet.
Okay.
It's an absolute gauntlet this year.
It's a gauntlet.
So let's see if Vegas...
People were saying basically Ohio State should not play football this year because
it's a gauntlet.
Good luck with their schedule. Oh, what a mess the fan is.
That's accurate. I've been curious whether or not is the number 9.5 or 10.5.
Well, here's the other thing I want to tell you before you say that. This also depends on the juice of the bet, on what's the favorite, because you know what I mean? Like if it's 9.5, and then there's going to be probably heavy juice to pay to maybe take the over. or
my gut is telling me
10.5.
That my gut's telling me it's 10.5. That's what I think the number is. Where are you at?
I'm looking over their schedule real fast just to kind of refresh myself with everything here.
Don't skip past September 5th. You know how important that one is.
The ramp up. All right, so there's a chance that they could be a dog. Right now they're a dog at Texas by like 2.5, I think. There's an outside chance they could be a dog at Indiana, an outside chance. I don't think it'll happen. And then they won't be a dog at home against Oregon. Not going to be a dog at USC. And they're not going to be a dog anywhere else. So
10.5.
Yeah, 10.5.
The number, TLC.
9.5.
Wow.
Okay.
So they went 9.
It is 9.5. But what is the juice to bet the over? What is it? It's minus something. It's got to be minus like, I don't know, 140 or like, what is it? You have that?
I do.
All right, I'm going to guess. I would guess minus 140 to take the over.
Minus 158.
Okay. So that's a heavy price to pay. So when people, I've always illustrated
So parlay
this.
it.
Yeah, you could. But what I'm saying, people, is that when their number comes out at 9.5, don't look at that as massively disrespectful. It's the freight you have to pay to bet that over is big.
Yeah, no, you're speaking facts right there for sure. We played a soundbite from Coach Day the other day where in the soundbite he alluded to, hey, we're going to be playing in some tight fourth quarter games. And so he's acknowledging, too, what road we're going down and respecting the opponents that they're going to play. And so you mentioned the Texas game, Indiana at USC, that trip to Kinnick. You know how it gets up there with Iowa and how they like to play and drag you into the deep end and all of those things. And so, yeah, they're going to be fighting. I think a lot more in the regular season than they were last year.
But TLC's telling us that they can lose 2 games and you could still hit the over, right? I mean, they win 10, you're good.
Yeah, good. You're good.
So that means there's about a little over 60% chance that they would hit the over on this, that they won't lose 3.
So there it is. Now we're official. 9.5, according to Vegas. There you go, Buckeye Nation.
I'm probably going to bet that.
The over?
Yeah, I'll probably take, even though it's minus 158, that's all right.
I want to know what Indiana's is later in the show, TLC. Maybe in Truth or something. Curious where they're at.
All right, we'll come back, top of the hour. We'll visit with the voice of the Jackets, Bob McElligott, and find out what hope he believes is left for the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvis weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, the Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you feel embarrassed, trapped, maybe even ashamed just because you own a timeshare? Well, I'm here to tell you you're not alone. Chuck McDowell here, the timeshare cancellation guy. I get over 3,000 complaints a week from all kinds of folks that feel the same way you do. Honest people, teachers, veterans, grandparents, all losing sleep over a timeshare they can't get rid of. That's why 15 years ago, I founded Wesley Financial Group to help people take their lives back. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we would want our own family to be treated. That mindset has helped us cancel over 50,000 timeshares from people just like you. So if you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-981-4455. That's 800-981-4455. 800-981-4455.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Here's a Sparky Anderson highlight you might not expect from this date, April the 10th. Reds fans, of course, know Sparky from his 9-year career as the manager of the Reds in the 1970s and the glory years of the Big Red Machine. But Sparky also had a brief run as a Major League second baseman. He was the starter for the Phillies in 1959, his only year in the majors as a player. And Sparky was the epitome of the good field, no-hit infielder. He couldn't hit a lick and was sent back to the minors where eventually he became a manager. But on this date, April the 10th, 1959, Sparky made his Major League debut with the Phillies against the Reds, and Sparky had one of his few offensive highlights, driving in the winning run in his first Major League game on this date, April the 10th, in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. As a longtime homeowner, I know how it goes when it comes to things that need to be fixed around the house and you just haven't gotten to them. Like maybe that leaky faucet that always has a drip. You think about it, but you never take care of it, and now it's just a part of the house. It's character. Maybe it's your windows that are always sticking and you can't get them open. So you just don't think about it. Who cares? Except now the weather's nice. You want to open the windows, and again, you can't because they're not fixed. Get new windows from Window Nation. They've made it easy to get top quality custom fit windows with their "the more you buy, the more you save" sale. You could save up to 50% off all your windows. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. Did you know investing in your home is actually one of the best investments you can make, especially in uncertain times? Experts report that windows retain 80% of their value. Energy efficient, beautiful windows from Window Nation with great deals going on now. Schedule your free consultation at windownation.com.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. Sam Burns and Roy McIlroy still your leaders at the Masters in round 2. Burns is through 5 holes today. So, Roy McIlroy just teed off. Wyndham Clark, Justin Rose, 1 stroke back at -4. Terrell Hatton, Jason Day, Patrick Reed in a group that's -3. Ohio State got their first addition from the transfer portal, and Cal guard Justin Pippen. As a sophomore last season, he averaged 14.2 points a game and 4.6 assists. He is the son of NBA Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen. The Cincinnati Reds at home taking on the Los Angeles Angels at 6:45 this evening. You can catch that over on the Fans HD3. The Cleveland Guardians in Atlanta facing the Braves at 7:15. And right now over on the Fan 2, Ohio State baseball hosting Penn State. This one's sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union, voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. BMIFCU.org.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
All right, final hour of the program. There's nothing more to say than win 3 and pray. I think that's where they are. They don't have to think about the other 2. You got to win the next one. They're not mathematically out. It's a good thing that Philly lost, but they got the Islanders in the party again, and here we are. And it's the same old story. It's can't crack the seal on the goal, and they made Colton Ellis look like Dominic Hasek last night. What are you going to do? Our guy that had the bird's eye view was the voice of the Jackets, our friend Bob McGilligan, and we welcome him to the program. Bobby Mack, good to have you, my friend. Thanks for taking the time.
I'm going to take your order and switch it. I'm going to pray first.
Okay. All right. Pray for wins. I get that. All right. So what has, I don't know. I'm just going to ask you, what has bothered you the most? I guess it's the obvious, which is the frustration of not being able to finish. I know all shots aren't created equal, but they put it on him last night. Did they get unlucky last night? Where do you stand on it? Because they had so much momentum off of the miraculous victory at Detroit. And I looked at this game, not that Buffalo's a very good team, but you're facing a third-string rookie goalie on a back-to-back, and I just thought, okay, they can ride some momentum here. And it was a good game up until, halfway to go during the third period. Did they get unlucky last night, or they just can't create their own breaks right now?
I think they got unlucky, but I think you can say whatever you want to about that goalie, but he really played well. I mean, he found every puck last night. Was he lucky? Sure, absolutely. I think it takes that to get a shutout in today's National Hockey League for a goaltender. Yeah, he got lucky, but Buffalo is good, and their structure was good too. So Blue Jackets created their chances, and the goalie didn't let them have any goals. And so yeah, it's unlucky, but the thing is, just the overall thing here in the last couple of weeks is there's been, I don't know if this is fair to say, but it looks like there's a dip in passion. I mean, where is the will? Zach Werenski brought it in that game on Tuesday against Detroit. Last night you have the uncharacteristic mistake of Charlie Coyle gets stripped of a puck and then Buffalo scores right off the play. And, that hasn't happened all year to Charlie. And, he owned up to it after the game and stuff like that. So, look, they played a really good team. They got him on a back-to-back. You get the third-string goalie. You look at that sometimes and you go, oh, this is the day. And then it's not the day because that team's playing to try to be number one in the Eastern Conference. So, they didn't get their breaks. They created chances. It didn't go in. Some of it's bad luck, but, overall in the last 3 weeks, it's more than bad luck.
Yeah, Bobby Mack. Offensively, that's obviously been an issue right now. So, anything else going on that you're seeing that's really holding them back from not lighting up the net? Because, like you said, last night they were firing away, and the kid absolutely stood on his head. But we just been coming in here kind of scratching our heads. And, of course, injuries are injuries, and that's always going to be tough. But just maybe let's dig a little bit deeper on the offense and why you think that hasn't been able to click the way they would want it to right now.
Just look at the way they're being played. I mean, the checking is very tight. Kirill Marchenko has no room. He's been on a couple different lines now, to be honest with you. There's nobody that he's playing with that can draw enough attention away from the other team to concentrate on that they're not going to double up their coverage on him. He can't move. He's got 26 goals on the year. He can't find a way to move. They do the same thing to Adam Fantilli. I think that if you go all the way back to the San Jose Sharks game, you watch the way that they pressured the defenseman. They sent 2 guys in after the defenseman, putting a ton of pressure on, forcing the Blue Jackets to make quick decisions on how they were going to move the puck and get out of their zone. And they made terrible decisions that day. And with the exception of the first period against Boston, the very next day when they built a 3-0 lead, go and look at how every team has played them in the stretch. It has been over-aggressive in that department, putting the pressure on those defensemen. I mean, everybody sees video. Everybody knows what goes on, and these guys are having a tough time moving the puck. Not having Damon Severson back there, yeah, that creates a problem. But the fact of the matter is, you need to find a way to overcome that stuff, and they just haven't found a way to overcome it.
I'm glad you mentioned Sevo. He was having a very good year, and chemistry among defensemen is maybe even trickier than trying to develop it with wingers. And, You and I have been around long enough. We saw what Zach and Seth were when they were together, and then when he went his way, and they both struggled initially. They had it going. Do you feel like, though, the identity of losing Matthew Olivier, how much that has impacted things?
Well, yeah, because he and Charlie Coyle and Cole Sillinger was the one line that they could rely on for everything.
Yeah,
they could rely on them to match up against the top line of the other team and play good defense. They could rely on them to come through with timely goals. Matthew Olivier gives you an element where your other guys don't get banged around so much on the ice because they know that he's lurking somewhere. So yeah, that's big. But again, let's be honest about this. He's a third line winger.
Right.
He's not your top line guy. I mean, these are things that if you're a deep team, you need to find a way to get through that and get over that. And I think that, what they've found out the hard way here is that the depth isn't what they thought or hoped that it was going to be. It doesn't help that Voronkov's out either. And I know he hasn't played very well since the beginning of the year, but he's a big body guy, and, maybe he gets another opportunity and he finds his game again and all that stuff. But when he's hurt, you don't even have that option to try to throw into the lineup and get something going. And then, you take Kent Johnson has 7 goals. He had 24 last year, and he gets pushed all over the place and doesn't look like the same player whatsoever. And once you start to add it up and put it all together, it makes it more frustrating because they had that 2-month stretch where none of that crap mattered. And they just won and won and won. And now when they need to win and win and win, they can't find a way to do it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, so, look, obviously we're going to be where our feet are to a certain degree with the games that are next. But, I can't help but think about what's going to be next, Bobby Mack, when it comes to the coaching position, right? And Rick Bone is coming in and providing a spark for them. So what's your take on what you think should happen with that situation when we get to the offseason?
No, I mean, look, if Rick Bowness wants to come back, I'm hiring him back if it was up to me, for sure, with the experience that he has, with what he has done with this team. I think when you go back and look at this, I don't know what they're going to say if the team doesn't make the playoffs about the season itself. And we're talking about these injuries and all that stuff. Okay, that's fine. But let's talk about the big picture and how this team got off to a terrible start. Because every single game you play is worth 2 points. Right, you're trying to get them all now. Right now, what you're trying to do is get back what you blew earlier. And they had the bad start, and they're chasing. And that's why, to me, if Rick Bowness wants to come back, I think that he would benefit, and they would benefit from him knowing these players now, and knowing throughout the course of the summer, they could work with Don Waddell, and they could talk about things, and hopefully try to add some pieces that they feel that they need, and then start fresh on day one with that whole message that, you know why you missed the playoffs the last 2 years? It's because you didn't play well enough in October, November, and December. Because that's where those points ultimately are going to be. They're in the rearview mirror. They're not ahead of you.
Bob, does he has a choice, certainly, but is he ride Jet now, the final 3, even on the back-to-back?
Only if you win.
Okay.
I mean, I think
I'm with you.
I'm assuming Jet would go again against Montreal here tomorrow night. But if you lose the game, I mean, you're not going to play back to back because you're essentially done. So
I hear you. All right, my man. I know you'll be calling it and calling it well, no matter what happens. It was an amazing call at Detroit. That was something special. Hopefully, we got a few more of those moments in us here in the final weekend. Enjoy it, my friend. Thanks for the time.
I was writing an obituary with a minute left in the game and 17 seconds left in the game. It was a great call.
Hey, man.
Right?
That's the beautiful thing about it. It usually doesn't happen our way. It usually happens the other way. So that was cool to see. All right, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
If you need something uplifting, just give me a call. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Bobby Mack.
You call him off a 5-0 loss. Hey, Bob, we need to talk to you. Listen, it's not his deal. What the deal is right now is that this team has scored 17 goals in the last 10 games, including 2 shutouts. Yes, and they've scored more than 2 goals in just 3 of those 10. So they are just stymied right now, but they got 3 to go. The most important one is this one, Saturday night at Montreal. Will not be easy, and none of them have been. All right, we'll come back with our revenge The Masters Revenge on TLC. He got us yesterday. Can he hit the daily double? Find out next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I grew up here, and after 25 years of telling this community stories, this place still means so much to me. When I'm not in the newsroom, I'm usually out supporting the same people and causes I care deeply about. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up, or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at uflaviators.com. United we fly.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Spring is a great time to open your windows and wait. Your windows won't open? They leak, they're cracked, or maybe they need repainting? Again? Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is both easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with zero interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com to book your consultation now.
Spring is here, and there's no better place to make memories than the Columbus Zoo. See tigers up close, watch playful otters, and see the baby elephants in action. For a limited time, take advantage of our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal. Plan your adventure at columbuszoo.org.
Hey, folks, it's game day, and the betting's going to be intense, Drew. You said it, Dave. But a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible. That's right. You got to pause before you play. Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky. And pausing to set limits is an all-star move. That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop. Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny skies with increasing clouds throughout the day and a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon and early evening. Daytime highs will soar with breezy winds into the mid-70s, and then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the 40s. For Saturday, more sunshine in the forecast, but cooler with daytime highs topping out in the mid to upper 60s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
Already got us yesterday. On the hole or not a hole.
Golfer, not a golfer.
Golfer, not a golfer.
Yeah, TLC, he was in his bag yesterday. He did a good job. And he said he was confident yesterday. He said when he got to the golf first part of the quiz, that he felt pretty good about it. And he followed up
he
his
was
word.
fine. I made some strategic mistakes. All right. So here we go.
Can we get a leaderboard update real quick? I guess I could do that.
I can offer you that.
Yeah, where we at right now?
I'm in first, and you two are down one.
2 power cores. Tyrrell Hatton is currently 7 under on his round through 16.
Dang.
Minus
T-roll?
5. Rory McIlroy, even through 1, minus 5. Wyndham Clark had a great day, 68, minus 4. Why don't you just tell me the golfer you'd like to hear about?
Tommy Fleetwood.
Thomas Fleetwood.
I thought you were naming a movie
Why don't you
title.
just tell me the golfer? Yes, Thomas Fleetwood, please. Even through 3, minus 1 on the tournament, tied for 15th.
All right, we got to go.
Scotty Scheffler, plus 1 through 13. Also minus 1 on the tournament.
I'm seeing Brooks Koepka.
Brooks is moving up the leaderboard at minus
on up.
3 through 14. He's minus 3 on the tournament.
Okay. Jefferson's.
All right, are you ready? This is called, so on the front 9, I'm going to name the whole number, okay?
Oh, no.
And you're going to have to tell me whether it's a par 3, a par 4, or a par 5.
Okay.
And I'll try to stick with some signature numbers.
And do you want just another round of power course?
Probably. A 6-pack.
Or a tub of yogurt like you eat all day, whatever that is.
It's going to be hard.
And then the back 9 is going to be landmark or not a landmark.
Okay.
At Augusta National.
All right.
With Fred Ridley, Bo Diddley, and Boo Radley. All right, here we go.
Light him up,
Maddie. The number again is
he's got to get
9.5. He's got to get to 10.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right.
I think that's fair.
Here we go. What par is number 2 at Augusta National?
That would be a par 3.
That's incorrect. It's a par 5.
Oh,
God.
Let's take you to the back, because that's where most people, for years, they would televise the back. So I'm not trying to trick you here. Number 10.
A par 4.
That is correct.
Okay, it's on the board early.
Number 12.
That would be a par 3.
He got it. You may know this better than I thought. Maybe I should have.
Dude, I'm guessing random numbers.
Right.
I don't know any of this.
He's got 2 now, right?
Yes, he does. 2 out of 3 out of the gate.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, Meatloaf. 13.
That'd be a par 4.
That is a par 5. Oh. Number 15.
Par 4.
That is a par 5.
How many par 5s are on this course? Par's at an 82.
Number 16.
A 3.
That is correct. You knew that pretty quickly. Was that a guess?
Yes, these are all guesses.
Wow.
We're splitting it down the middle right now. 3 and 3.
All right. How many more do I have to ask him here?
2 more.
Right.
I'm sorry. 3. 7, 8, 9.
Okay. 17.
Got to be a 4.
It is a 4. 18.
5.
That's a 4.
One more.
And let's start with number 1.
A par 3.
Par 4.
No, Cole.
Not many courses start with a par 3. Only us. Up at the golf club at Little Turtle.
I thought you meant the memorial when you said that. That's funny.
All righty.
Okay.
What does he have? What's his total?
I'm
so
counting
he
4.
has 4
So
yeses.
He's got to get 6 of the landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
We're about to find out, huh? Let's go.
Amen Crossing.
No, it's Amen Corner.
Got it.
That's good.
There we go. I'm at 5.
Azalea Lane.
True.
It'd be Magnolia Lane.
Oh, Cole, it's Georgia, you idiot.
Well, they have azaleas there.
Oh.
Take it easy on yourself.
Yeah,
Magnolias.
Take it easy.
Take it easy on yourself.
Magnolias are in the South. I know that. The Magnolia Bowl only in LSU.
Nicholas Cabin.
That's false.
It is false.
Okay.
Because if that did exist, he could definitely use his cell phone in there.
You're darn right he could. Darn right he could.
The Founders Circle.
I'm going to say true.
It is true.
I'm at 7.
That is amazing.
Storming
That's
back.
the area that's right in front of the clubhouse where they can actually let you take pictures, or they'll take pictures of you.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
The Nelson Bridge.
Okay, I think this is a real thing, but I don't know which course it's at. Maybe he's trying to come up with something that's at like TPC Sawgrass. I'm going to say this is not a landmark at Augusta National.
It actually is. It's the bridge from
the Matt Barnes Bridge?
From the 13th. No, that's a different one. From the 13th tee to the fairway was named after Byron Nelson.
Okay.
How many more?
You're on question 6 right now.
I need to go 3 for 4. That's tough.
Like the jacket.
The Saracen Bridge.
False.
There is a Saracen Bridge. It was the first bridge ever dedicated at Augusta National.
So now he's got to go 3 for 3.
No, I'm really the Jackets.
Exactly.
The Crow's Nest.
False.
That is true.
See,
a lot of the amateur players, they host them there and they stay up in the Crow's Nest.
I'm mad at myself at this point.
Did they show that on
Got
full
like
swing?
5 single beds. I think so. And they kind of partition them off with a living room and a full bathroom and a shower for Maddie and a TV. And yeah.
Well, you won today. You won.
All right, let's let them finish strong.
Okay.
I'll name a couple more.
Just got to run through the tape.
Okay. The Hogan Bridge.
Jeff Hogan Bridge? False.
No, there is a Hogan Bridge there.
Okay, this is so my bad. Because
That's the Matt Barnes.
He's hit a streak of like 5 in a row of being true. And I keep guessing false, thinking the next one's going to be false. And I think he's on to me.
Ray's Creek.
True.
It is true.
All right, there we go. Now,
That's right.
I switched up at the right time.
All right, let me come up with another one. Last one. Landmarks at the Masters. Landmarks or not? Big oak tree.
There's got to be a big oak tree somewhere on the acres at Augusta National. Sure.
He's correct.
Finish strong.
He still won.
We got him. It was close, but we got him today.
Oh, man.
You started out like a house on fire. I thought you're going to get this. All right.
Played his theme music, even though he didn't,
I think the only one that I was surprised, but I got him with the mixture, was Azalea Lane versus Magnolia Lane. That's the one, because it sounded so good right away. And that's the iconic driveway.
I don't know, man.
You should be proud of yourself, though, over the last 2 days.
Yeah.
It's good work. It's good work. For a guy that's not a
like Maddie,
golfer.
exceeded some expectations.
These games, well, he met expectations.
Yeah, I just met him.
I put the over-under at 6.5, and he hit 6.
We're not taking the power cores away.
You're getting 2 of them.
Thank you. Thank you.
You just didn't get 4.
Is there a certain flavor you like, or is it all the same?
I don't buy the cheapest ones.
Yeah, sure, yeah, honhonestly.
Yeah, whatever. What is it, vanilla or something?
Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
Strawberry banana.
Vegetable chocolate.
I guess. But
good job, man. Wasn't that?
Hey, I appreciate it, but
good job.
I can admit that this game needed to be skewed in a certain way for me to even have a shot, because it needed to be this or that style questions. If it were extended, I needed a multiple choice. I couldn't handle extended response. If it were extended response style questions where, like, hey, you really got to know your stuff. I can't lead you in a certain direction, and then you pick which direction I'm trying to lead you. Like, half of the battle with this game is trying to get into Rothman's head. What is he inventing? What's the real? What's the fake? And then of the fake, Does that sound like something that could be fake? So, or has he hit 3 in a row that are all true? Okay, there's a false coming up. So it's like that did have to be skewed significantly in my favor to even have a shot, and I still lost today, but we'll call it a draw.
The one that helped Maddie and I today, and I told him this before the show, was I'm going to make him tell me whether it's a par 3 or 4 or 5. That way we get a little bit of an advantage. Yeah. It's not a this or that. Yeah. So we brought a third one into the equation. The one I thought he'd get was, well, 1 he said was a par 3, and 18 he said was a par 5. And that's, I think if he
was going big or going home on hole 18.
Well done, brother.
Thank you.
We got Jensen Lewis on deck. Little chin music. Guards and Reds. Looking good out of the gate. I know you. Maddie's saying to me yesterday, he's watching. This is a must-win.
It is. We got to go, man.
I did hear the words "must-win."
Yeah,
he
said must-win. It was a must. The last two for me were must-wins, and we got our teeth kicked in Miami.
But you're in second place. You're a half game back in the division. It's a strong division.
I've seen this movie too many times before.
You're not gonna.
They start slipping and sliding and going the wrong way, and then we never recover.
So when do we actually do what you want us to do?
I don't know. People are mad at me right now. By the way,
with the Jackets.
Yeah. Listen,
Well, you could.
I didn't know injuries were coming. I was going off what Vegas told me.
You could bury the Reds 14 games in if you want and just have them do it.
I'm getting tweets at Matty Ace, you're forbidden forever saying the most 3 magical words in sports radio ever again.
Magical.
They're the most three poisonous words in radio. People like knowing I'm a wrestling fan with them calling me.
They really have been.
They've been calling me Icehausen, like Danhausen's this character that curses people. Listen, folks, at the end of the day, I love the Jackets. I was riding the wave of positivity that was in the air. I couldn't help myself, okay? I couldn't help myself, but I don't think it was me. I'm following Vegas's lead. But people are mad at me right now.
Maybe you pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
They win 3 in a row.
Then what will they do? Will they
then
apologize?
They can't get a shirt.
Then
they
you
can
apologize?
No, like you said.
You got to pray. That was a little MC Hammer. He had that.
What's he up to?
You got to pray.
He's alive. He's in commercials still.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's got a couple good ones.
They were running during the NCAA tournament.
Yep. That's how you make it, man. You make one song and you live off that the rest of your life.
No, you got to pray is another one.
What he's known for. You know what I mean? Like
that's he stole that from Rick James.
Did he?
Hammer Time?
Well, too legit. I mean,
that's also a good one.
Yeah, it is.
No, what's his other? He's got a couple now. What's the one where he took the theme, the Super Freak theme?
He's a super freak.
What song does he do?
Super freak.
Am I?
Oh, maybe.
Am I having problems today?
Can't touch this. Is that
Can't touch this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Super Freak.
Oh,
it's not his.
Well, good for him.
Yeah,
capitalize on somebody else's
incredible.
work.
People said that MC Hammer didn't play, huh? He was someone you didn't want to mess with.
Oh, he put the pause on you.
Oh, either that or he knew people who would do it for him.
Send those all black trucks to your house?
Yeah,
if he shows up in his parachute pants, I'm going to be intimidated.
The Clutch Sports van shows up, and Bryce James's bodyguard won't let you ask a question.
You're in a trunk before you know it. Oh, man.
MC Hammer sampled the iconic bass line from Rick James' Super Freak for his You Can't Touch This without initial permission.
Oh, that's not
leading
good.
to copyright infringement lawsuit. Egregious, preposterous, outrageous.
Did he just not know that you couldn't just steal someone's music and make it your own?
No, but what he did is he probably made a boatload of money and then settled with him.
Smart business. My opinion.
Yeah, I
Good
still
for
got mine. All right, we're coming back with J. Lou next. Chin music, Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day. My sinks gurgle, they barely drain. The toilet overflowed. I plunge all day with no luck. What's wrong with this commode?
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The new Chicken and Cheddar Rancher is here at Firehouse Subs. Protein-packed with grilled chicken breast, crispy bacon, melted cheddar, and creamy buttermilk ranch. A trusted favorite elevated Firehouse Subs style. Grab the new Chicken and Cheddar Rancher today. And remember, Firehouse Subs catering is perfect to feed your team for any game day event. Visit the restaurant or skip the line and order through the Firehouse Subs app. You'll be thankful you did. Only at Firehouse Subs at participating U.S. restaurants.
Confused as to what to do after an accident? Or perhaps your insurance company is making the repair process difficult to navigate? Call us at Capital Ford Collision Center, where we fix all makes and models. We will work with your insurance company so you don't have to. Visit CapitalFordColumbus.com today.
Hey there, friends. Bill Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co. It's well known High Bank is my go-to when I want an award-winning whiskey, but did you also know that they make the best vodka in America? They have 3 incredible spots here in Central Ohio where the food is just as good as what's in the glass. They've got something for everyone, and get this, kids eat half off every Monday, so whether you're sipping on the best vodka in America or simply grabbing a meal with family and friends, High Bank delivers every time. Find a location and a menu at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Crowd the plate at your own risk. It's time for some chin music with former big leaguer and president of the Bald is Beautiful fan club, Jensen Lewis.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train air conditioners.
Some chin music with our boy, the one and only Jensen Lewis, co-host of VSiN by the Books, and of course the MLB Network Radio and former Cleveland bullpen ace. My man, good to have you.
Great to have you boys coming back from Nash Vegas here. Great little opening series win for my Vandy boys on the college baseball side, and we got a hell of a weekend in front of us on the big league side.
Let me start with in your neighborhood, Cleveland. Always doing Cleveland-type things, right? They're 6th in team ERA. Chase DeLauder is a household name suddenly, and the early spot right there at the top of the AL Central. How real is this?
God, you know, the Cleveland guards ball mentality from last year and kind of the execution offensively has given them just enough. But when you have a dominant rotation, the way that you got 3 of those 5 guys going, it makes life pretty easy on you. So I still think there needs to be a lot more offensively. But when you're getting some timely hitting the way that they are right now, that's going to be enough for how dominant this pitching staff has been thus far.
All right, let's talk about the Reds because they're coming back from Miami. Took it on the chin last 2 games down there against the Marlins, and here they are now hosting the Angels. And on the mound tonight is Chase Burns. And I could not wait to ask you about what you've been seeing from him because Jay Lua just seems like he's absolutely electric, and it looks like they may have found their ace of the future.
Matty, I honestly think that Chase Burns not only as good as it gets for the Reds right now, but if you were to tell me that Hunter Green with the injury and Nick Lodolo still not back, and the Reds are a half game back of first place entering tonight, I would have said you're kind of crazy. But the crazy part is how good Chase Burns has been, not only out of the chute for the Reds rotation, but arguably one of the best starters in the National League and Big League Baseball. So for him and also the matchup against the Angels tonight, you'd think that there'd be a chance for not only laddering his strikeout prop, but also getting potentially into that double-digit scenario. I think the matchup is great for them in a homestand now where he likely gets not only the start tonight, but the bookend against the Giants in that series finale.
Yeah, and I think it's okay that even though they haven't hit much, so if their pitching is surprising, that's good. The only other issue, though, is everybody in their division is off to a pretty equally solid start. Does that surprise you that everyone is looking pretty solid?
I think what's surprising, AR, is that the Brewer offense is picked up pretty much where they left off last year. And I think it's remarkable, too, knowing that in the last couple of years, a lot of people have looked at the Brewers and said, okay, at some point it's got to end. At some point, they finally have to be able to have some aggression. That's just not the case. And I think that's a credit to not only Pat Murphy and this coaching staff, but it's the players, too. It's incumbent upon them to continue to put up what has been a remarkable run here, and I think that is probably the one other thing. The Pirates guys, I think I had told you, I was pretty excited about that rotation. I think the offense has really supported them well. I think the only surprise is that the Cubs are at 500. And, at that point, just 2 games back, knowing they've had to deal with their fair share of injuries, especially to that rotation, too.
All right, since you brought up the Brewers, let's kind of stay there because they've been in the news this week, but because of some things that happened with Wilson Contreras. And that was an interesting situation just when you look back at the history with Contreras and the Brewers. So when he came out, J. Lou, and said some of the things that he said after getting hit, mentioned the amount of times that he had been hit. Give us a breakdown of that situation. Were you team Contreras or were you team the Brewers and thinking that maybe Wilson was overblowing the situation?
I think it's a little overblown, to be fair, Matty. I mean, as you guys know, when I went after Adrian Beltre, I left no doubt. So with Wilson Contreras, it feels like, all right, you don't like getting pitched inside. That's one thing. Well, get off the plate then. I mean, unless you're getting dosed every single series or every other series, I have a hard time buying to the intent here. And then you can kind of tell the reaction. Hey, the war words, I understand emotions are high, but also I'm looking at some of the reactions from the Brewers guys. Particularly, I think it was Christian Yelich who said, we've seen this skit before. Like, I think they think it's pretty tired that they have to go through it year after year. So, again, this is the beauty, I guess, of where we are for the balance schedule. They've seen him once. They're not going to see him again unless it's a matchup in the World Series.
Are you into his side of, like, the way he looks at it? Because a lot of these guys, if they have a hole in their swing, which a lot of guys do, maybe up and in, they're going to get balls that are up and in. And some guys aren't hitting their spots. Like, how much do you think this is a kind of a real personal thing?
There could be a little bit to that, AR, because it is over almost a decade. And of course, his time, they're in St. Louis, notwithstanding. I guess the other part, guys, his brother is the catcher, the star catcher for the Brewers. So in good conscience, I can't understand why you would want to go after your brother. And there would have to be discussions in that clubhouse of, all right, guys, enough's enough. We've sent the message. So to me, it just feels I'd be more team Brewers, guys, with how it would be and having been through clubhouses. Like, when you're going after someone. So you look at the reaction of both dugouts, and I look at the Brewers one just saying, man, this just doesn't add up. If they really wanted to get him, they'd absolutely go after him from pitch number 1.
All right, J. Lou, surprise, surprise. You look at some of the offensive numbers around the league, and there's a lot of Dodgers going on at the moment. RBIs, home runs, batting average, number 1 in the league, just an absolute juggernaut. No surprise, but with the addition of Kyle Tucker, just talk about what you've seen maybe from him and just this offense just cooking out of the gate.
Yeah, Matty, I think it's scary, too, knowing that you're going to lose Mookie Betts here for, the better part of a month, maybe a little month and change with, the oblique injury, and you don't skip a beat. I think a lot of that predicated, too, on, Andy Pages off to a great start. Remember, guys, the first week, the first week of the season, you really didn't have much in the way of production from Ohtani, from Freddie Freeman. Betts was involved there, and, still trying to get Will Smith into what we saw with him as one of the best catchers offensively last year. It really is an embarrassment of riches. They have the longest lineup. Teoscar Hernandez, guys, last year was someone also that was just sitting there and basically carrying this team, and I think that is remarkable for them. They're the best team in the league, guys. It's a long game for them. They remind me, honestly, of the Cavaliers from years back. Remember when LeBron and company were like, we don't care if we get the 1 seed. We just want to be healthy going in, because they felt that they would be able to absolutely run roughshod over the Eastern Conference. They ended up doing that and getting back to the finals. That's kind of what I feel watching early on from the Dodgers so far.
Did you have any sleeper at the Masters, or did you go chalk?
I did. My longest shot, guys, was Jacob Bridgman. Now, I know debutants haven't really had the best luck here, but did he fight through round 1 yesterday? I did take Schauffele. I took Fitzpatrick, and I took Fleetwood, as well as Cameron Young. Those are my 5 outrights, guys. So just already seeing where the course is and how it's played through round 1 and most of round 2. I'm anxious to see where this cut line finally ends up and who ends up making the weekend.
Fast and firm, baby. And Scheffler's on the move. So that's scary for everybody because he did not come in looking great, and he's flipping the switch. But they got a leaderboard that's pretty strong, man. It should be a great weekend. Enjoy, buddy. Safe travel.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
You got it. Jensen Lewis with us, throwing some chin music on the Bryan Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. And the guy that they're all chasing, believe it or not, is the defending champ. Rory McIlroy is 7 under. He's gone birdie here at 2 and 3. He is freed up, man. 10 years without a major, cracks the Grand Slam, give him a green jacket, and it's very Phil-esque once that dam breaks.
I love your point about, hey, sometimes when you check that box, no matter what it is as an athlete, right, or in life, and you're just like, hey, you run it back in that same scenario, you're just much more comfortable the second time around after that. And the weight is just not on your shoulders anymore. So I have to imagine that's part of what's going on for Rory. It'd be cool to see him have another strong weekend out there at Augusta.
All right, we'll come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
When we designed our Columbus Blue Jacket ticket plans, we designed them for fans like you. For fans who want to choose their games and their seats, and fans who need flexibility when their plans change. Columbus Blue Jacket season ticket plans. Get your tickets now at bluejackets.com.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. Over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
Does your HVAC struggle through this rough winter? When it comes to your home comfort, trust the local experts at Columbus Worthington Air. Right now, you can save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with our trade-in allowance program. At CWA, we treat your home like it's our own with safe, reliable service backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit CWAOhio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Baths R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued. Babs R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BAB to schedule your free estimate or go to babsrus.com. Babs R Us, where dreams soak in.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. Tell the truth with Rothman Ice.
Sponsored by McDaniel GM Superstore. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, TLC, take us home.
Would you like to take a wild guess what the results were to my poll question yesterday?
You'd have to repeat the poll.
I will do just that, so we are all on the same page. Have you ever viewed Alabama, Clemson, or any other Southeastern football team to be a bigger rival to Ohio State than Michigan?
The answer is going to be no. But the question is, what's the percentage of no? Are you with me on that?
Well, let me ask you this. Was it just straight yes or no, or did you give them Clemson, Bama, other, what's the...
I gave them just yes or no.
Okay, I'm with
so
that.
Alabama, Clemson, whichever other Southeastern school, all get collectively put into yes.
You know what would have been interesting? Can't go back and do it, but it would have been for any pocket of time, did you replace them? Any fleeting moment in your Buckeye fandom? Because I think the answer is going to be no, because no one's ever going to replace them fully. But I'm wondering if there was a small window of time where Buckeye fan did view Bama or Clemson as a bigger rival based on talent and being able to beat them and all of that. That would have been a little bit trickier for them to answer it.
I know, but that would have felt like a leading question because I did say, have you ever? So that doesn't imply anything.
All right, very true.
But I know what you're saying, and I also agree with you, and I do think it actually would have gotten me more of the result that I wanted because I do think that Buckeye fans wouldn't admit it, but their behavior on a 52-week-a-year scale does indicate that they care more about the SEC than Michigan. Except for Michigan week.
This feels like an overwhelming one to me.
90-10.
It does.
Maybe more than that.
Maybe more than
95-5.
Yeah, I started thinking 85-15, but then it was just 15% really just going to do that and think that Bama was ever a bigger rival.
I'm going 95-5.
At the time, Clemson was a serious hurdle.
This thing might be a clean sweep. It might be. Now that I'm thinking about it.
98-2?
Yeah, something like that. Where are we at, TLC?
I got shut out.
100%?
Yeah.
Oh, blanking. Blanking.
There was one vote for yes, but it was me. So I got shut out.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Too much history, right, AR? Just too much back and forth with that team up north to where it's just hard to... Well, you do have those postseason matchups with Clemson and Bama that maybe didn't go your way, then did go your way, whatever. Just not enough there. Just not enough history, so I get it.
Can I tell you that Rory McIlroy has gone birdie, birdie, birdie?
Of course you can.
He's now 8 under.
The only person that doesn't like hearing this news is Ryan Baker.
I know, because he thinks he's overrated and a choke artist. And
oh, man. So 8 under right now for Rory, huh?
Wow. 8. Well, actually, this sets up great for Baker. You know why?
He thinks the collapse is coming.
He may be right because we're not even halfway home.
Yeah.
This sets up great for him because now Rory has a 3-shot lead early on round 2, and now everyone's going to hand him another green jacket, and Baker's just going to wait to pull that jacket and rip those sleeves off and just suffocate him with it. Kind of pull it over his head like a hockey jersey and then punch him in the face.
It's always a good move.
That's what Baker's going to do with that green jacket.
Okay.
It's actually setting up pretty well for him.
Okay.
Diabolical.
You're probably right.
If you were on the show Survivor, how many days could you hang before you tap out?
1. Yeah, I'm not built for that. where am I getting food? How am I making a fire? Like, no, I'm not. I'm a city boy. I don't do stuff in the woods. There's a drop for you.
You held her hand in the woods, and it was dark? Maddie, you're on your way.
Yeah, I may have 24 hours for you, AR, out there. I'd let you down.
Okay, so when you just pick us up and drop us off in Survivor, I haven't watched this show in forever. You're talking about, like, mental challenges or endurance challenges? Like,
it's everything. It's a little bit of everything.
I know, but Maddie just said that we're not getting fed?
Not really.
I don't think so.
It's not some Jimmy buffet I can belly up to at the end of the day.
Hey, there's a turkey sandwich and some Lay's. See you in the morning. I don't think that's happening, big dog.
Well, seriously, we have to, like, fish and do things? And
I believe so.
I don't think that's the case.
You think they're feeding them?
I don't think they're telling people if you don't.
You want me to go ask CB real quick? Because he's right there in the side studio. I can run over there and ask
him in.
Okay, well, if he's listening, we'll find.
I'm gonna
You
go
know
ask
what?
CB.
This is a
Hold
test.
on.
Wait, does he listen to our show? Hop in.
He's coming in now.
All right.
He was listening.
Mike 2.
All right, CB. On Survivor, when you go through all these endurance and mental challenges, and they're all designed to, physical obstacles, all that stuff, there's no food or liquid involved? You have to fend for yourself to feed yourself?
So there are like reward challenges. Like the last episode, they gave out Applebee's to the winner. So occasionally they'll have rewards, and then they provide at the beginning of the season some rice. But outside of that, you're kind of on your own.
You're on your own.
And when you say you're on your own, what does that mean? How do I eat?
Well, you eat bugs or the fruits on the island.
Grubs and berries and puddle water?
Yeah.
Like,
then you got to wait for that app sampler from Applebee's. Hope you win something.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I got one day out there.
Corrected.
I got one day out there. Then I want to come home. It's like the show.
I want to go home.
Have you guys seen this show? I think it's called Extracted. I believe it's on Fox, to where, like, your family member, your friend, you send them out in the wilderness, and like your family members are in a studio somewhere, and I believe they can hit a button or something to pull you out of the situation, but it's their call. It's not yours if you're out in the wilderness. I'm pretty sure I have that right.
No.
And so this is like a Hunger Games where, like,
so it'd be like, say your brother was out in the wilderness, right? You'd be seeing him on camera, and he'd be trying to make a fire or whatever it may be, and he may be looking into the camera saying, AR, get me out of here, and you're looking at, no, you're okay. I'm not hitting the button.
What does the winner get?
I'm sure it's some cash prize, but I'm pretty sure the show's called
You're staying out there.
All right, where's my sound effects? Here we go.
And I am looking at a half-empty bottle of Cavatier, which means that we are just about out of time.
Hey, before we go, you miss anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. Just type in Rothman and Ice, everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you to subscribe to the podcast as well. Common Man and Timmy will come up next at the top of the hour. Both guys in the house. Let's go to jail Friday. Folks, we love you. Have a good weekend.
Yep. We enjoyed it. Have an awesome week. Enjoy the Masters. Enjoy the weather. And we'll hit you up at high noon on Monday. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
I don't do stuff in the woods.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9